Good morning.
Well, that was good.
Thank you.
I like that I could feel the energy revving up
The
in
build
you.
up.
Yeah. No, it made me... Your energy's contagious when you do stuff like that.
What was that video?
New Jersey, watching the sunrise as
It's nice, right?
as I approach the Lincoln Tunnel into New York City. Yes.
What time do you have to wake up to get here from Philly?
4.
Oh.
But, I mean, it's only like, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes earlier than I usually wake up anyway.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, because I was at the WWE pay-per-view last night, Extreme Rules, doing the kickoff show. And before that, I got my beard groomed.
Who's that? He's just a local guy down there?
He's a man, yeah. There's this barber collective that they go and they get local barbers that they trust to come in and, trim up everybody's beards and hair if they need it a little bit. But they're really they specialize in beards and stuff like that. And this guy's been cutting hair for 28 years.
So what did he say about your beard?
I was so fulfilled. That's why it doesn't matter what you say or what anybody on social media says or what at this point hundreds of people say. That none of that matters when this guy is sitting there and he's like trimming it and trimming. He's like, "Man, you got a nice beard. Man, you got a nice beard." And I'm like, oh, I'm blushing a little bit and I'm going, "Oh, thanks, man. Oh, thanks. Thanks."
Of course he is, because that's his living.
That's right.
He knows.
Yeah, people who look bad.
What?
Fixing people who look bad is his job.
No.
And telling them they look good.
No.
It's like someone selling you a shirt.
No, I
Looks
wasn't.
great on you.
I wasn't at his shop. He didn't have to say that.
Well, he wants to be hired by them again.
He could have just said oh.
That's right. He's not going to say you look like shit.
What's he gonna do?
It's not one or the other. He didn't have to say anything. He could be like, "Oh, so what you got going on today?"
Would you want that guy to trim your beard next time you're there?
Yeah, he was great.
See, he knows that.
He was great.
See, he's smart.
He was awesome. He was fantastic. And the way he was massaging the beard butter into my face.
Is that what it was? Is that what they call it now?
Yeah.
The BBC distributor
That's right.
of beard butter.
He put the beard butter in my face, and then I spent the rest of the day with my hand in his pocket.
So you put something in your beard before you trimmed it?
No, after.
It looks better.
Yeah, well, yeah, you line it up, you shape it and everything. It's great. It's a great experience.
I just keep thinking I would hate to touch as many weird things as I've done. Touching a man's beard, like where the food comes out and collects, I couldn't.
I think about that too, and I mean, I always go early because I also don't want after they touch other people's hair to touch my hair. Like people are going in, all the wrestlers go in and get their shit done and everything. So I always try to go early because I don't want to take up a chair and have somebody important come in and go
I need the chair.
I have to wait. And, he's going to handle my face. I don't want him handling a whole bunch of faces before he handles my face. But I think that too. He's got to sit there all day and just handle men's hair and beards and stuff like that. But this is what he does. No gloves, no nothing.
What would you do if Vince wanted to shave your head in the ring? Or whatever they call the cage.
I mean, is it a ring or a cage? What are we talking about here?
What would you do if Vince wanted your head completely shaved down?
I mean, I would probably say we should figure out a nice context to do this in.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like if it was a punishment because people were annoyed at you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could do that. Yeah, why not?
I thought it was because when I was watching this, all I could think of is like an Al Qaeda line, but I just couldn't. I went on to something else. Okay, I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, no, it was just me getting groomed.
Were you tempted to tell WWE that you could make it because you had to do radio in the morning?
No, I was absolutely fine making the trip from Philly early this morning, and then I'm making towns this weekend. It was Philly last night, and then wake up, drive here. And then this afternoon, drive to Long Island, where they are, to do a little bit of commentary for their pre-tape show that I've done.
Man.
Yeah.
What did you do there last night?
I did the kickoff show.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was able to sneak in a reference to Bagel Guy on the kickoff show.
What did you say?
I said, these two guys are going to come in more aggressive than a short guy at a bagel shop.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I thought that was...
Did people get it?
I think people at home got it, but I was looking at the rest of the people on the panel, and they just kind of stared at me. So I don't think they were... I think they might have been in the wrestling bubble. I don't think they were up to date on Bagel Guy. They didn't know what I was saying.
Oh, there he is.
I was happy about it.
Yeah.
I was thrilled.
The rest of his videos, by the way, I had to drive this weekend. I was watching. I'm going to get killed.
You can't watch the Bagel Guy while you're driving?
Not only was I watching him while I was driving.
No!
I was watching fights while I was driving home. I was watching Uriah Faber fight and Jermaine Durand. I watched fights on my phone, like on like the camera from the side. I drive and I just kind of peek down and watch.
No!
I got to stop.
They say there's a big sign on the road that says, better left unread than dead.
They're absolutely right.
And that's just a text message, not like a Bagel Guy video.
Well, they need to put something up about don't watch videos. I enjoyed his entire, as they say, his entire catalog.
You celebrate Bagel Guy's entire catalog?
Watched all of it.
Did you watch the new stuff too?
You mean the 9-minute interview?
The interviews and whatnot? I mean,
he's a classic.
Chris Morgan. What a time to be Chris Morgan right now. It's so funny. When we left on Thursday, we were talking about Bagel Guy. We had just found his YouTube channel. Nobody had really picked up on it yet. He literally had 300 subscribers or something like that. And you and I were talking about it, and we were going, we don't want to say his name.
Yeah.
Because we don't want it to be a public thing. We don't want everybody to find out who he is and blah, blah, blah.
Figuring they would eventually, but I don't want to out the guy by name until he's out. Yeah.
Not to realize that he was the one guy, and I'm so glad he's doing it, that is leaning in.
Yeah, he is.
Every time this happens, they're like, I don't know, I apologize, I had a bad day. But he's like, oh no. Oh, no.
I've had enough.
I've had enough.
I'm Martin Luther King Jr. It's my favorite quote.
I'm a modern day prophet.
Did you see that? Yeah. I'm Martin Luther King Jr.
He did. He said he's the new MLK.
Oh, he's the best.
Yeah. Hot Dog texted me because Hot Dog's short, and he goes, yeah, he's my Martin Luther King.
That's funny.
And I go, Hot Dog, you already had a Martin Luther King. It was Martin Luther King.
Now, there's also, there's a bunch of these guys, like he has these other guys who he's friends with, these crazy guys. There's a Latin guy he's friends with who he thinks is the funniest guy on earth, the guy who did the Bert and Ernie doll joke.
Is he funny?
I didn't really care for the jokes.
Wasn't your cup of tea when you saw it?
Not my cup of tea, no. He was, do you see the one I met with a puppet?
I did.
The guy's,
Travis, did you watch the whole catalog too?
I did.
The guy is sitting in his truck, and his friend, what's his friend's name, Travis? Do you remember? Or Sammy?
Oh, I don't remember. I only watched that one once. Oh, Rob's coming in.
I only watched that one.
His friend has a Bert and Ernie doll. Is it Bert or Ernie's doll? I don't remember. But he's doing dirty jokes, and this fucking, he is howling with laughter. He fucking is. Romeo is doing the Bert and Ernie doll, talking about wanting pussy, and this guy is fucking going bananas. His laughter, his pure joy at this video, it shows you exactly. He has a really defined sense of humor.
This is the guy who, the world's been talking about, the short guy who flipped out in the bagel store.
Yeah, his name is Chris Morgan. It's out all over. He's been on the news.
Yep, he's loving it. He loves all this attention. He's been doing interviews everywhere, and this is one of the videos from his catalog of work that he had on his YouTube channel before any of this started. Now, this is one of the rare occasions, right? I think when people found out he had a YouTube channel, when they didn't watch it, they were like, oh, so is this a work where he's just trying to get attention for it? And I mean, I watched it. The answer is no.
No, this is legit.
And the reason is because every single time there's a confrontation with somebody, and you could hear it in the interviews that he did after the fact, every single time there's a confrontation with somebody, he posts the video not to say, watch me flip out. He posts the video to say, look at how awful this person is.
And the police are called. He's involved with the police a lot. And the phone numbers are given out in the videos. Like he's filming a guy give out his own address to the police, and he's like not taking it out.
So this video is one of your favorites.
Yeah,
and
his joy in it. His joy.
It's his friend Romeo doing an Ernie impression with an Ernie puppet. And it's just a little comedy that he figured he would share with YouTube.
Chris is tickled pink.
He likes it. Okay.
I'm looking for pussy. Just because you're a tall motherfucker, you think your shit don't stink? Well, you want to know something? I could get pussy too. Look at me. I got a red nose. And my name is Chucky, and I don't give a fucky. I don't give a fucky.
Wait. Hit pause for a second. I got some issues here.
Fucking guy's hilarious.
I figured you might enjoy that.
Fucking good.
But he says, my name is Chuck, and I don't give a fucky.
He says, oh, I'm Chucky. I think he said Chucky.
Did he say Chucky?
Yeah, like the doll.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing the doll, right?
Yeah, of course, Sam. Jeez.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
it sounded like
Chucky.
he said Chuck. And also, that's not what Ernie sounds like.
No, it's not.
It doesn't. Ernie's not like a Hispanic gentleman.
No, he's not.
You know, Ernie's a Muppet.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Ernie's like, hey, Bert. You know, something like that.
Yay.
Hey, Bert.
Hey, Bert.
Yeah.
How are you?
Sure. That's a little more like Ernie than Romeo is.
Ernie Hoggus. Go back about 3 seconds so Sam can hear that joke. That's Chucky.
Okay, I want to hear him.
I don't give a fucky.
It's funny.
Chip's gonna steal that.
Fuck yeah, he is. An
Yeah.
Ernie doll.
Chip's waiting a couple weeks though before he does any bagel guy material. Chip's got to wait until it gets really hot, right? Because there's no way that this dies down this week, right? It's not like he's had his moment,
right?
And it's fading away. No. Chip's gonna wait. Maybe sometime in August you do some.
Sure.
Chip will do some bagel guy stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
That's smart. That's really smart.
Pussy too. Look at me. I got a red nose. And my name is Chucky and I don't give a fucky. I don't give a fucky. Is there any fish out there? What the fuck you laughing for? Is there any fish out there, motherfucker?
Because imagine a puppet cursing.
He loves
Right?
Romeo.
Yeah.
Romeo really makes him laugh.
Romeo makes him laugh in a few videos.
There's one where Romeo's appears to be very drunk and he's hitting on people in the bar.
He likes Romeo.
He loves Romeo.
Imagine naming your kid Romeo, thinking he'd be this like really charming romantic guy, and you end up with a fat guy in a hat who does bad Ernie impressions.
Not
There's also the one with him in the deli. Did you see that one? Romeo in the deli?
Well, before we go...
Oh, God, where he's dancing around? Yes, I did.
Do you not want to finish the Romeo Ernie video? Should we move right on to the next thing?
We could move on. I just wanted to get his laugh a little bit.
Okay.
Sam's afraid that you're going to miss some more of the jokes.
Right, I just don't
Towards
want
the
to...
end.
I don't want to take him out of context is the only... I worry that if we go through it, we'll take him out of context because a lot of the coverage of Bagel Guy, they're not going so deep as to bring out the other characters.
Sure.
This is like when there's like an action figure line and you have to start pumping out more toys just to keep it alive so the Romeo action figure comes out, you know?
That's right.
We got to introduce new friends. There's a whole cast and crew. Oh, here's Romeo.
Now, what was the one neighbor threatens to punch the shit out of me? Is that just him saying that?
No, the cops were called.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know.
The Bagel Guy would call the cops.
A lot of police involved.
I don't know. I kind of want to see more Romeo before we continue.
You want to see more Romeo?
I'm very interested. I didn't dive deep enough.
Oh, you didn't watch a lot of Romeo?
I guess I didn't.
I'm hoping Romeo
unfortunately.
gets his own channel.
I think he should at
Do you
this
want to
point.
finish that one video?
I think it's worth it.
Okay.
Romeo is a big breakout star here.
I'm just...
Could you pause for just a second? Now, I see what the name of the video that we have is. Is Rob in there, Travis?
No, he's in the office.
What's
What
he
do you
doing
need?
in the... I want to know, is this video actually called Bernie Likes Pussy?
Yeah. He titled the videos the way that...
Okay, that's what I hope, because...
Yeah.
Why would he say Bernie?
Instead of Ernie.
Maybe he mistyped.
Yeah.
It's Bert and Ernie, but this is an Ernie puppet.
Not Bernie.
That may be operator error on Rob's part.
You think it's operator on Rob's part or operator error on Bagel Guy's part?
That's how it was titled.
It is, okay, so it's not-
Mike
I
told
would-
me that's how it was titled.
Yeah.
I figured it wasn't Rob's error. I figured maybe they're trying to go, you know what? We don't want the Jim Henson studio to file a copyright
Oh, you
lawsuit.
think that's what it was?
Because people will get confused. They'll think
That's
this
right.
is the actual Ernie. I mean,
That's right.
the voice impression it's unmistakable, right?
Everyone makes mistakes, though.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, sometimes you write Bernie instead of Ernie.
Sure.
I guess so.
Sometimes I mispronounce my worms.
Did you like that line?
It's one of my favorite office lines.
Pronunciate my words.
How happy he is with himself.
And the way Tim goes, oh. That was so bad.
You know what I respect? That was the most confidence that Travis has ever had in a line.
He's right.
That he allowed
Oh, yeah,
that.
'cause it's not mine.
I know, but you knew we were gonna love it. Of course. How could you not?
Let's finish up this. Let's get some more laughs with
Yeah,
Romeo.
Bernie is looking
Bernie.
for pussy, I guess.
he is.
Yeah.
Pussy.
Pussy.
Did you see any nice girls out here today?
Oh.
Because I'm just to kill. got pussy in a long time. I want pussy.
Oh.
Pussy. You see Ricky?
Oh.
You see Ricky? I'm shutting this off.
You can't handle it. It's too much. I gotta shut
too
this
much.
off.
It's gotta stop.
I gotta turn this camera off. This is getting crazy.
The madness has to end.
Yeah, well, when Romeo starts breaking out his Bernie impression, you know, is there another Romeo favorite that you think we should watch?
How about the one where he's dancing in the deli? There's not a lot of audio, but you can just see that Romeo brings the laughs.
Okay,
Troy, that's Morgan 4.
Romeo goes crazy in the deli.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a good one.
Well, this is good too because you get a better look at Romeo.
Yeah.
You know. Now, were all these videos taken down or no?
Yeah, I think his entire channel was taken down.
They're probably trying to
Make a movie.
For bullying.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, YouTube took him down. He didn't take him down.
Oh, I thought
he was bullied.
because
Right.
he was bullied.
Yes.
Yeah. So the videos were taken down because like the man in the 7-Eleven asked him how tall he was.
That's right.
Right. I see. I see.
Suck it, suck it, suck it.
He filmed himself like, oh boy, here we go.
So, Romeo is just sitting there dancing in front of the camera, flipping it off and going, suck it, suck it. And then the camera goes back to Chris, the bagel guy, who's looking at it going, oh, no.
Here it goes, folks.
Yeah, this is it. This is the kind of content you're only going to get here.
Yeah, he's really, Romeo's really having a fucking, he looks like he's tipped a few back.
Yeah.
He's a little,
Wouldn't it be nice to have a friend like Romeo that can bring you that much joy at a moment's notice?
and a friend like Chris who appreciated it.
Yes.
They're good friends.
What a great pairing.
I just want to know more about Romeo.
I do too. I think there's a lot of story to tell in Romeo.
Hello, somebody
Wait, are you saying you think Romeo could be under the influence in this?
Giving the finger, making fart sounds.
Right.
He's 50.
Yeah, but Chris the bagel guy can't get enough of it.
Cannot get enough Romeo.
He's like, oh my God, if this lasted any longer, I mean, my heart may give out.
That's
on
why
me.
these videos stop, because he just can't handle the laughter.
It's enough. It's too much. It's too much. I'm going to defecate all over myself, have a heart
Too
attack.
much.
Something's going to happen
He
here.
loves Romeo.
He does.
great. Oh shit.
He's just kind of doing a funny dance by a mop bucket.
Yeah.
This guy.
And there's another table full of people because it's one of those delis that has a couple tables that you can sit at. And there's a second table full of people that are just trying to sit there and eat.
They're not amused.
No, they don't think Romeo is nearly as funny as Chris does.
They don't get the brilliance of Romeo.
They don't
It's
understand.
kind of
it.
like how some people didn't get Kaufman.
Exactly. Exactly right, Travis. I'm more on Chris the Bagel Guy's side on this. I'm a big Romeo guy. So you were sitting there driving down the road, Jim, putting yourself and other drivers in mortal danger to watch Romeo videos.
Video after video after video. Every one of them I watched. Every one.
And you loved them.
Yeah.
Because you could sit there and go, you know what? It's not enough that it's worth getting my attention distracted from the road. But you said to yourself, no, I should keep.
It's worth the risk.
I
I
should
didn't
keep
watch
doing
the
this.
fishing ones because they were just him fishing.
Right, that's not worth
I
it.
didn't think there was much there.
That's not worth it.
Just him enjoying the fish. But
But
I
him
did,
laughing at Romeo dancing in the deli.
every time it's funny. Now,
Were you laughing to yourself in the car?
I loved it.
You did. Okay.
I loved him and Albert. That whole saga.
Well, who's Albert?
The con man?
Tell me about Albert.
That was a guy who used to was helping him put together a catalog of some sort for his business.
Uh-huh.
And I guess that Albert felt that he did more work and deserved more money. But apparently, him and Chris had texted. He was supposed to get $350, but then Chris had loaned him $1,500. And he went to Florida, never paid Chris back.
Oh, wow.
So then Chris went over to get his money. And if I ever met Chris, I would tell him that he did the math wrong.
Really?
See, there's a point in here where Albert owed him $1,500, and then all of a sudden, Chris goes, "All right, take away the 3. Just give me 12. Just give me 12." And then Chris says, "All right, look, I'll make it 5. I'll give you. You can just subtract 5. Give me 7." Chris says, "All right, look, I'll make it 5. I'll give you. You can just subtract 5. Give me 7." So he took 500 from 1,200 instead of from 1,500. So he fucked himself out of $300.
That's a bummer because you know what? In hindsight, I bet Chris could have used the.
Yes, he
could have used the money.
I was just screaming while you fucked up the math.
You were,
dude. You fucked the math up.
And you're doing this while driving.
Yep.
Okay.
That was a long form video too.
I was doing. Yeah, I watched every moment of it.
Rob cut that up into 5 parts. If you.
Oh, good for
it.
Rob.
Okay, so that's how long we're talking about. It needed to be cut up into 5 parts.
Yeah, it's a mini. It's basically Chernobyl. He's outside this guy's house, not on his property, as he does reiterate. He wants his money back.
Tell me the truth. You've expressed the fact that you enjoy the show Breaking Bad, but you do have issues with some of the creative choices.
Yep.
What did you enjoy better? The series Breaking Bad or the series Chris the Bagel Guy's YouTube channel?
Chris the Bagel Guy is by far. I like that more than The Wire. I enjoyed Chris the Bagel Guy's channel a lot more than Breaking Bad. Although I hope it ends the same way.
The Wire's your favorite show.
It was.
Now it's Chris the Bagel Guy's
Chris the Bagel
channel.
Guy and Albert the Con Man.
Okay. All right, then we should take a look at Albert the Con Man then.
Al, I'd like to know, please, where my $1,500 is. Where's my $1,500? I want my $1,500.
Is Albert wearing pajama pants?
He's wearing pajama pants and holding a cup of coffee.
Seems like it's very... Chris strikes me as an early riser.
He's an early riser.
On Thursday, the last video we saw when we first caught wind of this YouTube channel was Chris the Bagel Guy going into 7-Eleven at about 5 o'clock in the morning and calling the police because the clerk at 7-Eleven asked him how tall he was.
That's right.
And he got very upset.
Very mad.
So now... So he doesn't wake up in good moods, generally.
No.
He's cranky when he wakes up.
Because he has hope for a new day. And then he gets out of bed and it's just as long a fall as it was the day before.
That's right.
Like, oh, no.
He wakes up in the morning and he realizes he still fits into the race car bed. Yeah. He just still doesn't need a new bed.
No, he doesn't.
He thinks this morning's going to be the morning. Today's going to be the day. Big boy bed day.
No.
It's unnecessary.
Race car bed.
Race car bed's fine.
Yep.
Al, I lent you $1,500. I want to know where my $1,500 is. Are you going to answer me, or I'm going to take you to small claims court?
Al's texting.
Do you think you could borrow money from people and get away with it, or not?
Real quick, is he bald just on the top of his head?
it looks like he is.
Al's got a hairdo where it looks good to him in the mirror.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he doesn't check around. As long as it looks good from the front, he's fine. But he doesn't realize that everybody sees him from the top and the back as well.
Everybody in a helicopter's laughing at him.
Are you going to answer me or not? I'm going to take you to small claims court.
You know what I bet happened with Al? Yeah, absolutely. Al got hair plugs. When he first started going bald, Al got hair plugs and didn't realize the rest of his head was going to go bald.
You think so? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, look at how straight and perfect
that hairline is.
The hairline is on Con Man Al.
Yeah.
This is what happened.
Alleged con man Al.
Alleged Con Man Al. I only say Con Man Al because that's the name of the character in the video. I'm looking at this like a show.
I feel like when this is eventually made into a movie or a TV miniseries.
I'm sure James Franco has already got the rights.
I think Benicio del Toro could play a good Al.
God damn it, he could. He'd have to shave the middle of his head back.
He would, but he can't get to keep the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens. You got to be careful. If you're going to get hair plugs, you got to watch like the patterns and stuff. If the rest of your hair is going too and you can't afford to get the entire head done, don't get the front done because you'll end up looking like Con Man Al.
Do you think he's going to have like a nice Benicio del Toro moment with Chris? He'll say something like, "It's a land of mini dachshunds now." God damn it.
He might.
I knew the second you started that it was going to bomb.
You're right. All right.
Let's go back to Con Man Al.
Okay.
Okay.
I lent you $1,500. Where is it?
I need a police car to...
Go ahead. I got the truck you're driving. Mike knows. I already called your boss Mike, and he knows.
I already spoke with him.
Oh, a whack job? Really? Oh, I'm a whack job.
He's out of control.
You owe me $1,500. You owe me $1,500. Where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money, Al?
Yes.
Where is my $1,500 that I lent you in July?
Listen, are you going to get somebody here?
I want my $1,500, Al. I lent you $1,500
No,
in July.
Not at this point.
Al's on the phone with the police.
Not at this point. Nope.
In his pajamas.
Not at this point.
He's just berating people. Part 2, please. You have to.
We should keep it moving. Al is on the street drinking his coffee. He's got his PJ pants on, his parka, and he's got to be on the phone with the police.
Make sure Rob took out the phone number.
That's what. That was that cut.
In the background?
The first edit
great.
was the address. Yeah, Rob took care of all that.
Great, okay.
To take your piece of shit ass to small claims court.
Okay, could you hit pause for a second? So Rob didn't take care of some of the language?
No.
Okay.
Or the abusive behavior.
No, he's not editing for creative
okay, good.
Reasons.
Right, it just for legal reasons.
Sure.
Yeah.
But he called him, he started cursing at him.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
I'm gonna take your piece of shit ass to small claims court. You fucking dirtbag scumbag. You know
My
that?
favorite line of the entire series. You fucking dirtbag scumbag. My favorite line of the series.
It's just visceral anger.
Anger.
Yeah.
He's an angry dude.
He is.
Go right ahead, scumbag. You're a fucking loser. You're a loser. You don't have a pot to piss in, and you're a con artist. And I'm gonna put you on YouTube also. You're a piece of shit.
Now, keep in mind, this is before Chris the Bagel Guy is a bona fide YouTube sensation. This is when he's got maybe 150 subscribers to his channel, maybe. I mean, nobody's watching these videos. So when he goes, and I'm going to put you on YouTube. It's like, okay, guy, what are you doing?
Shit. I want my $1,500.
I'm listening to you.
I want my $1,500.
I'm concerned.
Al has
You should be
slippers.
concerned.
He does. He's wearing his house shoes outside.
Yeah, he's not happy. He came outside to get something from the car.
Yeah, he looks like Tony Soprano coming down to get the newspaper.
Something, and then this Chris was outside.
Chris was waiting for him outside his house. That's not a pleasant wake up.
No.
Having Chris the Bagel Guy outside your house yelling at you. He's a professional.
Because I want my $1,500 or you're going to court. You piece of shit. And I almost didn't get back my $900 that you took you 6 weeks to pay me back when you told me it would take you 2 weeks to pay me back. You fucking piece of shit.
You piece of shit.
He's mad.
He's mad. You piece of shit.
He's really just pushing it out.
Fucking piece of shit.
And he's still got that anger left over. I'm sure that Con Man Al, as he's titled in the
Sure.
video, I'm sure that he thought that once he paid Chris the Bagel Guy back his money, it was water under the bridge. But apparently, Chris the Bagel Guy remembers that it was supposed to be 2 weeks,
That's
not
right.
6 weeks.
Absolutely. Well, it probably wouldn't have been a big deal if he hadn't borrowed more money and not paid it back.
Do you think that's the issue here?
Yeah.
Do you think Chris wants his $1,500?
Yes, he
Or
does.
what?
Yep. He wants his money.
Or he's going to take that dirtbag scumbag to court.
Yep. Put him on fucking YouTube.
But I forgot about the second part. Yeah, you're right.
Shit. Here's his house, too.
Oh, Jesus.
So everybody knows that this guy conned me out of $1,500. Here's his fucking house right here. Here's his house. I'm not on his property. I'm in the street where I'm allowed to be because it's a public fucking street, asshole. You owe me $1,500 fucking dollars. And if you goddamn think you're getting away with this, you're out of your fucking mind.
So
pal.
loud on that early morning quiet street, his neighbors can all hear it.
It's residential. He's walking up and down the street in front of every house.
The guy Al's probably embarrassed. Like, what the fuck?
Of course he is. He's got a truck outside his house with his business on it. He wants to create a billboard. He wants everybody in the neighborhood to know what he does. And he's got Chris the Bagel Guy using every profanity he can think of at 5 o'clock in the morning. Loudly. Calling him a piece of shit, scumbag, dirtbag, asshole piece of shit. I mean, he really is. It's almost Shakespearean the way he gets this profanity out.
Yeah, it's you piece of shit. Fires it out.
It's in iambic pentameter.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker? Huh? You think I'm a sucker? I'll wait for the cops. I didn't do nothing wrong and I'm not on your property, okay? How goddamn dare you do what you did to me? Yeah, with your little smirk. Tell me, Al, how did you enjoy your fucking Florida trip on my money?
Listen,
Answer my question.
you're out of line.
Bullshit. You're out of fucking
I
line.
want to sit down with you and your phone.
You're out of fucking
I'll sit
line.
down with you.
You're out of fucking line. I don't want to hear your mouth. Where's my money? Where's my money? You could keep your $300 I owe you for
You
working.
owe me way more than that.
Bullshit, motherfucker. Bullshit. Yeah? Bullshit. You told me.
Jesus,
You told
Maury
me.
didn't ask for his money as much.
No. I need my money. I need the money.
What am I, a fucking cigarette hijacking Mick? Schmuck on wheels.
3. I don't know you shit.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah, that's right, cops. Yeah, that's
Now
right.
I'm going to the
Yeah, that's
police
right.
report.
Bullshit.
Now
Go
I
ahead.
am.
Go ahead.
I am.
Pissed.
Yeah, I told you.
I'm gonna fucking see.
I
you
told
fucking in.
bullshit, motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking take you to court, you piece of shit. You texted me I owe you $350. I said keep that money.
Thousands of dollars.
Thousands? Are you fucking delusional? Are you fucking delusional? For what? Handing out a couple of flyers and calling up a fucking accountant and a web designer for me? I could have done that shit on my own.
That's a lot of jobs.
You
Loud. He's loud.
He's screaming. He's offended at the very idea. Thousands?
He is fucking loud on a Sunday morning or a Monday. Oh, nobody wants to hear that.
I want to believe it's a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't seem like Al the con man. It doesn't seem like he's on his way to any jobs that are pressing.
No.
Which makes me think that it's a Sunday. Because I feel like it looks like Al's probably a pretty busy guy with his business.
His hair like Otto's puppet.
Flips forward.
Yeah, it's terrible hair.
It is terrible. Thousands?
Oh, this guy, Chris, is fuming.
But then Chris lists like 7 jobs. He's like, what? Because you put up a couple flyers and then you contacted an account and then you found a web designer and okay, now we are getting to the area where it
Yeah.
might be more than 350.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
But he said Chris threw text 350.
He said if he's got the text, he's got the text.
He does. That's all he said.
Well,
Out of 1,500, you texted me. I owe you $350. I wanted to see your notes. You never showed me
If
your
it's gonna
notes.
cost me-
I said,
if it's gonna cost me-
listen to me,
If
listen to
it's
me,
gonna cost
asshole.
$1,500
Hey, asshole.
to get you out of my life.
Yeah.
I'll get you.
Louis Beans. He's doing lines from fucking Bronx Tale.
Yes.
It cost me $1,500 to get you out of my life. It's $1,500. You read Al.
Give me the 1,500. Yeah, I'm taking, which is what,
It's gonna cost me to get you out of my life. That's
Al,
exactly what
I
it is.
told you keep 350 or 300.
You're doing me a favor.
Yeah, that's no. That's what you texted
me a
me.
favor.
That's what you texted me, you dumb. That's what you texted me.
Okay, fine.
I owe you $300. I said, give me $1,200. Do you remember that?
Okay.
Dude,
Do you remember that? I
Al
said,
wants to smash his face into the ground.
So hard.
Let's not forget, this is the little guy at the bagel shop. Okay, if Al wanted to, he probably physically could handle.
He probably wants to bash his coffee cup into Chris's face.
Oh, you could tell. You're doing me a favor now? You're doing me a favor. Okay. He's trying to just keep his blood pressure down.
Yeah.
He's trying not to get ahead of himself. He's got a business to maintain. And as Chris threatened earlier, he's going to put him on YouTube. Small Claims Court and
YouTube.
that's right.
And he did.
He did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He's not a man of idle threats.
No.
He's a man who follows through.
That's right. When Chris the Bagel Guy tells you he's going to do something, you take that to the bank.
Yep.
give me $1,200.
whatever you
Where's
say.
my money, Al? Did you spend it in Florida?
I said to
Did you
you-
really go to Florida?
Listen, I have your buyer's guide. You were paying for the
Bullshit.
buyer's guide. You
I asked you and you never had it.
I fucking have that. I'm waiting on you.
Bullshit! I asked you and you
Have it in-
never answered me,
have it in
and then you
writing.
fucking
Have it in
ghosted me.
writing.
You ghosted me. You ghosted my
Right.
text.
Right.
You did.
Okay.
You did.
Okay.
You're gonna sit here and lie to me? You're full of shit.
Okay.
I don't want to know you no more. I want my $1,200.
Yep.
You keep your $300 for what you asked for. Give me my $1,200, and I'm done.
Okay, that math makes sense.
There you go. You keep the 300 you did. Give me 12 out of the 15.
Wasn't it 350?
But then he went down to 300.
Okay,
Earlier,
he's a reasonable
he's
guy.
being reasonable. He's being reasonable. He wants to keep it even. Plus, well, I can't do 350, so let's say 300.
All right, well, I guess that's that, right?
No, a little more.
Oh, there is a
Part 3.
because I assumed okay. Then Con-Man Al, as he's titled in the video, is going to give him the 12. You know, keep the he's giving so. By Chris's math, Chris would actually be owed $11.50.
$11.50.
But he's putting a little 50 in for himself.
He is, yeah.
He's not trying to do. He's angry. He's not trying to do complicated math.
He might have made a mistake. I don't think he's really a math guy.
No, and it's doing math by the hundreds is a little easier. Once you get into the 50s,
Sure.
that's tough.
15 minus 350? Yeah.
I can't even do that.
Too much.
Yeah, somewhere. Let's call it 1200.
1200 even.
Let's do 1200, and we'll call it a day.
All right, yeah, then the next part has a little more.
I think it's worth the extra 50 if you say, let's call it 1200. You keep your 300, and I will stop screaming profanities at you in this residential neighborhood.
So loud.
Listen,
You're
Al.
not even being logical.
Bullshit.
You're not being
bullshit.
logical.
You owe me $1,200.
Okay.
I lent you $1,500. I give you the $300 that you claim I owe you. I want my $1,200.
let me get you
You're not getting away with this. You would have sucked me out of another $900 had I not got you in that contract.
No problem.
You're full of shit. Where's my $1,200?
Not a problem. Not a problem.
You're not fucking getting away with this. I want my $1,200. Get it right now.
He just goes, stop! Chris isn't the greatest negotiator either.
No.
I mean, he was able to go down from 15 to 12 really without Con Man Al doing much. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he could have stayed at 15. He was... Al said, I'll give you 15 to get out of my life. And he goes, how about 12?
Yeah, you make it 12. But Al has some text message evidence.
Oh, man. Is that what he's looking up now?
Uh-huh.
He's not calling the cops again?
No.
Okay.
Stop talking.
Get it right now.
Stop talking.
No. Fuck you.
listen.
I want my
Listen.
fucking money now.
Chris.
Fuck you. I want my $1,200 right now.
Calm down.
No, I'm not going to calm down.
Then you're going to get your money.
When? When and
You
where?
calm down. You're gonna
When?
get your
Okay,
money.
when and where?
When you calm down.
When?
He wants
When?
to shut
What?
him up so fucking bad.
How disheartening is it when you tell somebody, look, just calm down for a second, and they go, fuck you. I'm like, okay, we're not getting anywhere. We are not on the same page here.
I don't know why he stood outside and not just go inside.
Yeah.
Who, the
Al.
Al?
The fuck's he doing?
Is he waiting for the police?
Yeah, he could have just went inside. The guy wouldn't come on his property.
Al
Maybe.
seems like the kind of guy I wouldn't fuck with.
Yeah, but you know what? I watched this video. I'm not fucking with Chris the
I
Bagel
said
guy.
I wouldn't fuck with.
Oh.
Chris, a man better than me,
He's
has
got,
no problem.
He's got brass balls,
Yeah.
this Chris. Maybe it's because he knows that if he doesn't go outside, that Chris isn't leaving. He's just going to keep screaming. It's like when you have a dog that's barking in your backyard.
Yep.
If you don't go outside there with the dog and the neighbors see the dog barking, somebody's going to knock at your door and say, you got to take care of this
That's
dog.
right.
It's disturbing the neighborhood. Instead of the dog, it's Chris the Bagel guy.
Yeah.
Right. And instead of barking, profanities.
Screaming, fuck you.
Stop. You ain't getting it.
Okay, when?
You
When?
don't stop, you ain't getting
When?
it.
Don't play reverse psychology
I'm not
with
playing
me.
reverse ending.
Well, then where
That's
is
not
it?
actually reverse psychology.
No, it's not.
That's not what that means.
Nope.
No.
Then fine.
I'm about to make a phone call. So you want to be like a fucking asshole here.
No,
Be an
I want
asshole.
my fucking money. That's all I
said
want.
to you, you want your fucking money.
Okay, where
Then
is
shut
it?
your fucking mouth.
Don't tell me
and
to
you'll
shut
get
my
it. Then you ain't
fucking
getting
mouth.
it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Real? Well, where is it?
You ain't getting it.
Really?
I don't owe you nothing.
Bullshit. Bullshit. That's what you do. You con people out of money, and then you fucking say I don't owe you money.
Right, that's what I do.
You just said I'm gonna have my money. Where and when? Where and when?
You want the money back for the buyer's guide. My fucking work that went into it. I'm
Okay,
gonna give
fine,
it to you
fine.
when you shut your mouth.
Okay, fine.
Not until you shut your mouth.
Oh, excuse me. Money that I gave you, and I'm gonna shut my mouth?
That you paid me.
Paid you what?
Paid me.
Paid
for
you
my
what?
fucking work.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Al's getting mad now.
Al's getting heated.
Al is getting mad.
Yeah. Because Al knows he's being taped, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the Long Island accents.
Yeah, aren't they great?
The best.
Didn't it make you want to hang out in Long Island more? Who knew this
There's
was all
so
going
many
on?
crazy people in Long Island.
Yeah.
It's a crazy fuck. Every fucking maniac I've ever met, 80% of them are from Long Island.
Right. Yeah. Because they never leave.
No.
They're born in Long Island. They stay in Long Island.
Yeah.
It's just generations of Long Island people.
Yeah, they kind of go in a long, like, rubber band shaped circle around that fucking stupid island.
Yeah.
And
I
how
can't
long
wait. I'm going there tonight. WWE's in Long Island. I'm gonna go early and like hit up delis. You know what I should try to do?
Absolutely.
Should I try to find Romeo?
Yeah. Well, you should go to the bagel place.
Go to the bagel place, take a photo, find the deli, find Romeo. Does anybody see Bernie? I heard he's looking for some pussy.
Do the Bagel Guy tour. Just hit all the spots.
That's what they should do.
Yeah.
The bagel guy tour. And then this is Con Man Al's house.
Just drive by.
The address is up there.
It is. He gave it to everybody.
And how long? I asked you to see your notes, and you never showed me your notes. You ghosted me. You stopped texting me.
No,
Do you remember that?
Texting me. I texted you.
No, you did not. No, you didn't.
You wanna see it?
Yeah, I do.
wanna see it?
Yeah, well, I ended up blocking you because you weren't answering me.
How do you? You weren't answering me, so I blocked,
you.
and now I'm mad that I'm not getting texts from
Yeah.
you.
It's not rational.
No, it isn't. How do you block someone for not answering
Well,
you?
he says how long it took him to block Al.
Oh, good. Because I was gonna say, if they're not answering you, there's absolutely no reason to block them. It's that nature has done it for you.
weren't answering me, so I blocked
Here's the
you.
last text. I haven't received my financial compensation for anything that I've done for you. Not one dime.
Because you already
You want-
conned me
you
out of
want me to
15.
talk?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You owe me my pay for hourly time working for your company. You owe me hourly time for my business advice and dealing with your customers, my time and gas, and the only thing I asked you for to pay me is $300. Hold on.
Right. That's what
Let
I
me
said
finish.
initially. Go
Let
ahead.
me finish.
Go ahead.
Lost his place.
He did lose his place.
That's all I
unfortunately.
wanted. The buyer's guide you paid me for is ready to go. I asked you for numerous times for your workman compensation certificate, your liability certificate. I asked you for your bondage certificate, which you did not give me. I asked you to write down all the service.
Why you ask me for all that? For the buyer's
Let me
guide?
finish? Yeah, let me
All right,
finish.
well, that's my decision. I don't want the buyer's guide. I just want
You may
whatever.
not want it, but I did all the fucking
Fine,
work.
fine. Then you keep what you feel you work for. What do you owe me then? What's the new amount? Listen, what's the new? Let's talk now. What's the new amount you owe me?
All the service to your customers.
I think
Let me
it's-
finish.
Go ahead.
Chris is losing his spot
Well,
in
he
the
now knows that-
negotiation.
Well, he now knows that the guy did text him back. That part of the argument he realized he's wrong about because he blocked the guy. But he tells you how long it took him to block the guy.
Oh, so maybe it was actually
It was
the
such a
guy's-
long time that the guy didn't get back to him that he had every right to block him.
Right, the guy's response was it took an irresponsibly long time.
During an argument, yes.
Okay.
You will. I asked you to write down all the service to your customers that you would be providing. I said that with that information, I have plus what you didn't.
Oh, come on. I can't wait. She showed Al's slippers.
That's right. Part 5.
Okay, we'll get to part
final
5
part?
then.
Last part.
Oh.
It's a long one.
This is the big finale.
It's like when they show the rest of the movie on TV and it's like 30 minutes uninterrupted.
Yeah.
This one's 4 minutes.
This is the
It's a nice
prestige.
chunk. Yep.
This right here is the prestige of the whole thing.
You said we would go to the library and put it together.
There's
You
an
didn't
R in
do
that word,
anything
right?
with this
Okay.
information. I can't complete the guide. When you get this information, I will meet with you to complete it. As far as my pay, I want none of this. It's not worth it to me. If you think you
Okay.
don't owe me anything for what I did, then so be it. I'm moving on. Wish you well. When you have the information I need, the buyer's guide will be complete.
Okay, well then that must have been when I blocked you because I waited
Stop
for you.
mad at me when you-
Hold on a second. I waited you for a while and you did not text me back.
answered you.
Well, right after I waited 15
That's
minutes
how
or
you-
whatever it was.
No. See, I was like, obviously I knew you were being sarcastic, and I was like, he probably only waited like 6 hours before he blocked the guy.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. He didn't get a response in 15 minutes.
blocked him.
And he blocked him.
And then realized he missed the response.
Living this life that Chris the Bagel Guy leads, and he's still, if you ask him today, feels that all these people have mistreated him.
Yep.
He still feels right
And
in all of this.
He feels he's been vindicated.
He does.
Yep.
Oh my God.
That's when I blocked you.
Chris, you think this is fair? What you just
Do you think it's fair what you're doing to me?
I didn't do anything.
All right, well then let's just cut to the chase. What am I getting back? What am I getting back?
Well, I'm asking you a question.
What?
Why can't you just be nice and stop? I gave a lot of time to your company.
And I told you I would pay you what I owe you and then give me back the difference.
Let me finish. I gave you a lot, my friend. I gave you all of my time.
Do you understand where I'm coming from here?
Finish. Please let me finish.
I like that the tone is coming down now.
Yep.
Both guys are like, okay, look, we said some things that we didn't mean, said some things in anger.
Al's doing that thing where he finally has him a little quiet. He's going, let me finish. And he doesn't
Right.
even know where he's going. He has
No.
nowhere to go.
No, and
There's
he's-
nothing he wants to say.
And he's so angry.
He's so fucking fuming.
Right. And now Chris is in the position where he's like one of those guys on Pawn Stars where he came in looking for a certain
That's
amount of
right.
money, but like he'll leave with basically any cash.
Yeah. He just
You know,
wants something.
He came in thinking he had this rare item worth about, $2,000. And when he leaves, he's going to do the speech where, it's not as much money as I thought it was going to be, but at least it pays for dinner tonight.
More than I had.
Yeah, it's like $38. Or something
I don't think
like that.
everybody has seen these videos either because they got taken down pretty fast.
I don't think so either. I mean, our crack team literally went on YouTube and saved them immediately when we found them.
Yeah.
So these are rare items. These are tough to come by.
I just want to hear the math mistake.
A tiny little maniacs videos are very rare items.
But Mr. LaMotta, the guide to a cleaning business is a very rare item.
I gave you all of my time.
Don't get near me.
Whenever you needed
Okay.
me, I came to you. Wherever you needed to meet me, I met you. I met with customers. I spent my gas, my time, and my money. Honestly answer me. What did I get from you?
I told you.
What?
I told you to make up a bill or whatever you did. I want to see your notes.
you think-
And then I will pay you. Did I not text you
Chris,
that?
if I-
Go look on your phone.
Chris, please listen.
I'm listening.
Looks kind of like Herman Munster.
Yeah, he does.
He does, right?
I'm listening.
I want you
He's
to
at a loss for words.
Yeah,
You're
he
right.
has no idea.
He's fuming.
Chris, I have something to say. And then Chris is quiet. And he's like, oh, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah, he's so mad and has nothing to say to this guy.
back all the time that I put with you to get where you are, meeting with you and everything. You think that's $300, Chris? Do you seriously think that's $300?
Al, I went by what you told me. $350. That's what I owe you.
No, we were talking about, Chris. Listen to me, please. I was talking to you about the time that I put in going out to get customers. I'm talking about from when I started with you to right now, to where you are right now.
Right.
Right.
I remember my time again.
I don't know what it is, but all I know is I'm going by your text.
Don't
You
you
said
think-
I owe you $350. That's what you texted me. So give me $1150 and we're square. Right?
Oh, he did the math. He took him a while.
He did, yeah.
He's probably working
There's
on
a
that.
little more math, I'm afraid.
Are we
Oh,
square?
Are we square? You think he was working on the 350 minus 1500 equation the entire time, right?
Yep.
He finally got to 1150.
Yes,
He's
he
like,
did.
oh, he's gonna wait till he sees my math skills.
Yep.
He's gonna know. He's not dealing with any Joe Schmo here. Yeah.
Texted me that. I don't have to argue any farther. Listen, I'm done. You texted me that. I'll pay you I'll pay you I'll pay you.
So the only
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll pay you 500 and you give me what? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You give me 700 and I'll pay you 5. Are you happy?
He fucked up.
What?
500 from 1,500 is 1,000, Chris. Not 500. 700. He took 300 off originally and said 1,200. Make it 12.
Yeah.
Now he's subtracting another 5. So
He's gonna
basically,
lose an extra 3. He's out $800.
he just gave back 800 out of 1,500.
He panicked.
He panicked.
He panicked. He was in the moment. He panicked.
He's not a math guy.
No. And now he went in demanding $1,500, and he's looking at he'll leave satisfied if he can get a cool 700. Yeah.
He fucked up.
He fucked up in that one. Yeah, he fucked up there.
I'll pay you 500. I'll pay you 500. Are you listening to me or not?
Yeah.
I'll pay you 500 and you give me 7.
Walking away from him.
Now, when and where are you going to have it? That's all I want to know, and I'm done with you. That's it. Peace out. That's it. I'm not standing on this guy's property. I'll pay you 5. I have it on video. I'll pay you 500 and you give me 7. I want to know when and where I'm going to have it out, and I'm
Can
done.
you cancel the card?
Oh, he's trying to cancel the cop car.
His car.
He's like, I think I just talked this guy down to $700.
Oh, you missed Chris's lovely spit sound. On
Was that a
camera.
loogie that he was doing?
Yeah, but he doesn't cut. He doesn't edit. He's a big editor.
No. He believes in letting things breathe.
Yep.
Yeah.
You give me 7. I want to know when and where I'm going to have it out,
Okay.
and I'm done.
Can you cancel the card?
Oh my God, that's disgusting. That was horrible. What was in his throat?
I don't know, but he didn't pull the phone away from his face at all.
No, he did not. He left it right in.
There's another short one. I mean, this is it's kind of more of the same. They resolved.
Okay,
they don't
so
resolve it.
that's as resolved as it's going to get.
But they resolve it, but he still puts the video up.
Yes, he maybe didn't get the money.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I say there's one I liked a lot that they took down very quickly.
Okay, should we take a break?
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever you want.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay, but we have to take a break first?
Yeah, because I mean that's going to go on for a while. and
Okay,
we've got 5 reads.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest coming in after the break.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're good. Okay, we have a special guest coming in.
Our guest is checked in.
Okay. Well,
And we have a special guest coming
Needs to
in.
use the bathroom.
We're going to take a quick break.
quick break.
And we're going to get some better insight on a lot of this material when we come back. I would recommend that everybody stay tuned, because I think we're going to get a lot more insight on all of these videos when we come back.
Be right back.
Stay right there. And Sam Roberts. I will tell you, all weekend we've been trying to arrange a guest in studio. The staff, Jim and myself, we've been in constant communication about this.
There's been such a buzz.
Yeah, trying to make this happen. Are you going live, Jim, on your Instagram, or
should I go live?
or do you want to go live on the? We should go live on the show account. Yeah, we should go live on the Jim and Sam at Jim and Sam Show on Instagram. We'll go live because, ladies and gentlemen, at this time,
Although he's putting it live on. He's slow.
He is.
Travis says nervous.
he has. Well, we're all a little nervous. This is a big
This
star.
is a big star for us.
This is a big star, but we have him. We're good. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the studio, for the first time, believe it or not, on Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Yes, first of many times.
First of many times, our new friend.
Hello,
here he
Chris.
is.
Welcome to the show.
Chris the Bagel Guy. Chris the Bagel Guy is here. Christopher Morgan.
Here he is.
Chris the Bagel Guy, welcome, man. How are you? Sit down.
This is amazing.
Join. No, you're amazing. Are you kidding me? We're all so excited.
I like this blue, like it's lighting. Ride the Lightning, Metallica, one of my favorite songs.
You like that? Metallica.
So
yeah.
you've been
We're
doing
live on the air, just so you know.
Priest,
Yeah.
Iron Maiden, or like my favorite, but yeah.
You like that? A little. You like aggressive
Wait, I'm
music.
taking this in. Hold on.
That's a
It's like
surprise.
WrestleMania with the lights. Dude, look at this.
Yeah.
If you smell what the Bagel Man is.
Are you?
So you liking your newfound fame?
Chris, are you a wrestling fan?
Yes.
Yeah, put the headphones on. Are you a wrestling fan?
I've been.
Well, you should know. I don't know if you watched the WWE pay-per-view last night.
No, I
but
didn't.
could somebody play the clip? You can hear in your headphones, right?
Yeah.
This happened. If you look at the screen right there, this was last night on WWE TV. Okay, and this is for you, Chris.
This building is going to have to be structurally sound because these two are going to walk in more aggressive than a short guy at a bagel shop.
That's for you, buddy.
He gave you the reference.
On WWE last night.
Thank you so much.
You got it.
Thank you so much.
You got it. Well, welcome to the show,
dream.
Chris.
I didn't think I'd ever see you calm. It's nice to see you just kind of mellow in the morning.
Well, the way this whole thing transpired, I didn't expect this to happen at all, and this is all real. And for everybody that thinks any of this is a hoax, it's not. It's 100. The stuff like this has been going on. It's been building, and it's brought this personality. That's why it's real. That's why the people that I work with love me, because they know I'm a natural, and it's coming from my heart because I felt it, I've been through it, and it's all real.
I have to ask you the most important thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
Did Al ever give you the money?
Yeah. Con man Al.
What happened was I agreed to give him, even though he texted me what he wanted, I ended up giving him like another $300, and then he gave me the rest, and I signed a little thing. But he went in and brought out cash. But the fact that he's trying to play it off like he's broke, yeah. Meanwhile, you have the cash in the house. Nikki Santoro, yeah, you thought I was laying it?
You know,
right?
It's interesting the way you talk about your what you're doing right now,
right?
Because you're talking about how it comes from the heart, and everybody's so happy. Normally, these types of speeches that you're giving are reserved for people who maybe do good deeds, or all of a sudden are doing something. Magnificent, just doing something that brings joy to people.
Yeah,
I
love it.
You are actually, you've become very famous for yelling profanities at people and kind of threatening and getting very, very angry. But you're treating it like it's the great joy of your life.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
When you get to a point where so much stuff happens, you just kind of start going, like, what the heck? Perfect example just popped in my head. The movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Love it.
It's a good one.
Right. Remember when they're sitting on the road and all of a sudden the car goes on fire?
Yeah.
And they just thought, like, it was like that. Like, that's it. I've had it. Like,
right.
And
But, it strikes me, though, because you've said that, but it feels like you've had many of those moments. This just happens to be the one that everybody saw.
Yeah. And I met, like, years ago, I used to be a freelance court reporter. I met the guy from Goodfellas with the Maurice wigs at a deposition.
Oh.
And he goes, at the end of the deposition, he goes, we're going to make a Goodfellas too. He goes, do the scene with Nicky, how am I funny? When I did it, he goes to the lawyer and he goes, He's good. That was in 06.
Right.
So the
And I'm
guy
like,
you
where's
met,
my exposure?
you met the real Maury.
Yes.
And we were just
Chuck
saying,
Lowe. Chuck Lowe.
you asked for money like him. I want my money. Where's my fucking money? You asked for money like Maury.
Before the deposition started, I was setting my equipment up. There's nobody in the room. The lawyer said, all right, go set up your stuff. And this guy came in with sunglasses and a snow hat. And long story short, he starts talking to me. I didn't even know it was him. And then when I started hearing him talking, I'm like, what? He goes, I'm him. I'm like, get out of here. He didn't even tell me at first.
I have to ask you too. We know it seems like you're having trouble with the ladies, and it's kind of gotten to a point where you just can't take it anymore with the way they're treating you.
Nope.
What are they doing to you, and how are they treating you?
Well, I'll tell you what, from speaking to a lot of people, I felt a little better that it's happening to everybody, not just short guys. I mean, I have a gazillion stories. Obviously, there's not enough time for it, but most of them, I'm not trying to offend any woman out here. Don't get me wrong. It's just from the heart. You know, a lot of them, they come to you with smiles, you know, like, and then they promise you this, oh, I like you, and then you either never hear from them again. You know the deal. And a lot of them, maybe they're not doing well, and they're ashamed of it, and they want to, you know, try to get over on you. And I'd rather you be honest. And if you're honest and you're trying, I'd be happy to help you if I'm doing well. But to act like that and be sneaky, it's like, come on, I can't stand shaniness. I cannot stand it anymore. And it's just everything and boom.
Well, let's walk through the day in question, shall we?
Yeah.
You walk in to a bagel store.
You want me to just tell you the whole thing soon?
I would love that.
Yeah. So I walk in and I've been there. You know, I'm a local fisherman now. I know a lot of people there before this ever happened.
You're a frequent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one particular time, the Indian woman never helped me. I've seen her there, but she never helped me.
Right.
Maybe in the like late 50s or something. And she had an accent, you know. And I ordered a whole wheat bagel with 2 egg whites and American cheese.
That's healthy.
Right. Well, I'm diabetic, so I have to eat that way. So she almost didn't understand the concept of egg white, and I'm like, so I had to tell her 3 or 4 times. Then she said she understood.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
When you had to repeat yourself 3 or 4 times about the egg whites, were you getting a little bit frustrated?
Of course I was,
Yeah.
because this happens a lot. So, like, write it down, you know.
Right.
Most delis do that. Anyway, so then all of a sudden she walks over to one worker and she's giggling, and then she goes to the grill and she's cooking, she's looking. And so I let this go so after having to tell her 3 times and then letting this stuff go, you know, 3 or 4 times, that's why I said, excuse me, miss, and she stopped cooking. I says, no, she's still cutting. I says, what are you laughing at? What is so funny? She stops and she's like, now she has this look on her face like, oh, he caught me. I'm like, duh, you couldn't make it more obvious.
Right.
So then the next thing you know, just words got louder, and because they were denying it, and that pissed me off even more. And then that's when the video took over.
So the woman says, what makes you, the video starts, if I remember right, it's the person filming says something like, what makes you think you can degrade women? What caused her to say you were degrading women before the video started?
When that happened, that reminds me of all the times that if I asked them out, I got reactions like that, and it just, all the memories built up.
So you
And that-
started getting you just pissed off.
Yeah.
It tapped into something.
Yeah, it's like if a woman gets raped 3 times, and the man's she's alone jogging in Central Park, and a guy starts jogging, but he could just be there for the purpose
Sure.
of jogging. She's going to, because from past experiences. So it's the same thing. It's
This
just
is
a
similar
build-up.
to women being raped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, you know, she's not going to trust any man anymore.
Did you? Sorry to interrupt, Chris. I have to ask you because this builds up. You said when you were growing up, you would like girls, you would ask them out,
Of course.
and they would be. How would they treat you unpleasantly?
Well, don't get me wrong. I've had girls on and off, you know, a good amount of girlfriends, but they, like today, especially with. Oh, I thought the microphone cut off.
No.
Like, you know, in the old days with the rotary phone, you would have to speak to somebody. Today, it's so easy to just, and it's just so cold. I mean, it's great because it's helped us, people make money overnight, but at the same time, it's just turning people into, like, forgive me for saying it, but stupid robots.
Yeah.
With no freaking personalities.
They blow you off. They blow you off in text.
Yeah,
It's
they don't
crazy.
answer. Even last night, one of the guys that's here in the studio today, we were hanging out. He goes, dude, don't worry. This has happened to me a million times. Taller, better looking guys. I says, even you? He goes, don't. That's just how they are. And I'm not trying to offend women, but I don't get your logic. Just be polite and just tell us. Stop. I can't stand being like the silent treatment. Oh,
You don't like being ghosted.
I hate that.
You said at one point that women had told you to kill yourself because you're short.
Yeah.
What is the context of that? In what context did a woman say, "Oh, I didn't realize you were 5 feet or under. You should just kill yourself"?
This was in 05. I was actually at court reporting school. I took a break and I was on a computer checking my stuff, and I think I got a message, and she must have been, I guess, talking to a lot of people, and she didn't remember me, so I sent her a picture. Oh, okay, and then she asked the basic pedigree information. When I told her that, she said, "Are you serious? You should kill yourself. Your family you should be dead." And I still remember that, and that was in 04, and I'll never forget that. And I even showed one of my teachers the email.
So you in the deli waiting for your bagels. You got mad at the woman filming you because you remembered in 2004, 2005.
No, I had no problems with her filming me. I didn't care about that.
No, I mean, you were mad. You directed your anger towards the woman filming you because
she's a young kid who hasn't lived half my life, and you're questioning my validity?
She doesn't understand where this is coming from.
Yeah, listen, I was in college when you weren't even a thought, so be quiet.
I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it
you
builds
don't know
up.
nothing.
The frustration builds up.
Of course it does. I'm not a bad guy, but when you you go to a zoo, get a stick, and you keep poking a lion and see what happens. See what happens.
You're gonna get bit.
Yeah,
You're gonna get bit.
exactly.
You're gonna get bit.
Damn right.
There was one thing too where you said the guys who tackled you was 3 times your size.
Yeah.
One thing that struck me though is you did.
What a tough guy, right? Good for you, tough guy.
Yeah. I didn't like that he did that either. You did.
Trust me, I didn't either.
You did kind of chest bump the one guy though. Like you did kind of.
I did. Yes.
You
Because
invited a little physical confrontation.
I did because I was already heated,
Sure.
and I'm tired of people butting in my business. But I could have forgiven all of that. The thing that set me over the edge was when he had his knee on my back. I couldn't get him off me, and he had my shirt pulled. I was starting to like slowly suffocate.
You did have your shirt pulled over your head.
He had it, and he wouldn't. And he goes,
I
"Call it."
theorized that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I couldn't almost breathe after a while.
But let me ask you,
You know,
this:
so-
how much of it is personal responsibility when you say to a man who's 3 times your size, 2 times your size, however big he was?
I know what you're going to
When
say.
you say to him, then come and attack me, and then he responds in kind by saying, I will accept your invitation and I will attack you.
Meaning like prove you're a tough guy by beating someone up my size. That's basically what it was meant for. So if it was a
some sarcasm
misunderstanding,
there.
right? If it was a misunderstanding, that's what I meant by it. Like, come on, oh, you're going to prove you're bad, but that's what it was.
But you're
That's
not
what it
an
was.
angry guy. You consider you have an angry guy. You're a good dude.
Ask all my friends.
Right.
I have a gazillion friends. I mean,
Romeo,
when I'm-
where's Romeo? Did you bring him?
I tried reaching him, but Romeo, where are that Romeo?
We enjoyed your video of Romeo making you laugh with the Ernie doll. You really?
Oh no, that's Jose.
Oh, that's Jose.
Oh, different guy.
You saw that?
Oh, we watched it. Kidding me? I watched it while I was driving.
That's one of my many normal friends that I fish with.
I see.
He's hilarious. He's hilarious.
No, but you don't consider.
I'm looking for.
He said he's looking for.
I'm looking for pussy.
Oh, you can say it on
You
this.
can curse
Oh, I
on
forgot.
Satellite, yeah.
Oh, all right,
Looking
yeah,
for
yeah.
pussy. Yeah.
You see Ricky? Any fish out there? You laughing at motherfucker? I want to make soup.
I'm Chucky. I like to fuck you.
No. No, he goes, I'm Chucky, and I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck you.
Fucking guy. Shout out to all you guys at the marina. I'll never forget all you guys ever.
Right, no
like
matter how
pussy.
famous you get, right?
You know who I mean. I can't run down the list. There's too many people.
Too
you know
many
who
people
you are.
to name all.
Exactly.
But you don't consider yourself an angry guy because when I looked at this, I said
Everybody gets angry when provoked, but
Yeah, but
angry all the time like a Charles. No.
I've never seen the reason I think that this went so incredibly viral and millions and millions and millions of people have seen this. I mean, you know, I tell you how popular this video is.
I've heard.
Jim and I watched the video on the air and just kind of did a breakdown of it.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
video of us doing the breakdown has almost 100,000 hits on it.
It's
and that's
nuts.
us just
I
doing
can't
the
believe
breakdown.
it's
Yeah,
nuts.
just discussing it.
Staggering.
But I think part of the reason that everybody is so interested in this is
They
because
can relate in some way. Like if you have a handicapped brother, they can relate.
No, you are
You know?
incorrect. I think that the reason that they're so interested in this is that they have never been in a situation where they've seen anybody get this angry for apparently no reason. I think that your behavior might be a little less common than you think.
Yeah, but as I said, there's a whole story behind it. For every action, there's a reaction.
Right.
So
Now, if I had a decent life and I was like that for no reason, you'd be like, okay, there's a problem. But you seen half of my stuff on YouTube.
A lot
Did you
of
get
it.
bullied?
People,
In
people
school,
trying to
right?
embezzle money out of me. You call me your partner. It's like, who do you trust anymore?
I saw
Then
the
you
one-
get like sometimes you get whacked.
Al, you made a math
You know?
mistake with Al, by the way. It's been driving me crazy. Al, you owed you $1,500.
Yeah.
You said to Al, all right, 350, 300. I'll give you 500. But then you took the 500 out. You had minus 300, made it 1,200, and then you go, all right, I'll take 500 off. You owe me 700.
I
you
realized
fucked yourself out of $300.
I realized, and I was so angry. Yeah, you're right. But you know
saw
what?
red.
It was like.
You gotta
Goodbye.
bring- you gotta bring an accountant.
But here's the kicker. A week before this happened, right?
Yeah.
We went to Jake's Casino out on Long Island.
Okay.
58. He wins $500. So I'm waiting for him now. He owes me $1,500, and I'm like, give me $20. He didn't even offer to start to pay me back. Like
So-
that was
Oh,
such
my
a
God.
that was such a slap in my face.
Are
I'm like,
you still
piece of
friends?
crap.
You still friends with him?
Am
or
I
no?
still friends?
You never went back after that. No.
I don't think I'm going to go back. I'd
Can
be
I-
in prison.
I'll tell you, you can if you want to say shit instead of crap, you can.
You can.
Yeah,
can
but
say that.
I don't know if you noticed in that video. If you scroll down, there's a comment down there of a guy that knew him.
Really?
And he had a company. He would demolish their homes, take their deposit, leave their homes wrecked. They eventually found out. They raided his office, closed it down. They took all of his laptops and shut him down.
Really?
And I never knew this about him.
But you kind of saw it coming when you had that interaction with him.
I know. I used to work for him. He owned a restaurant and he even owned a pizzeria in Ronkonkoma. But I knew him for about 6-7 years. And then this just started brewing like the last 2-3 weeks. It was getting skiffy,
Right.
it's sketchy. And he never really came across as that ever.
Right.
Do you have
know.
a girlfriend now? Are you
Totally
dating?
no.
So are you, now this must have
No, I'm
helped
not-
you. You get some.
I mean,
fame.
I got some phone numbers and I met her. And there were, pictures, but actually dating, no, I'm not with anybody currently yet.
Trust me,
So-
when you got this kind of fame, dating anybody
I think-
exclusively is not the move. You know what I mean?
Right.
Get out there and play the field a little bit.
Of
That's
course,
what I would.
Yeah,
do.
I mean, I know.
Yeah, you know how to play the game at this point. So,
And you don't want to, but there's so much cheating going on when people get. I have a close friend of mine,
Mm-hmm.
one of the guys at the marina, and he liked this girl that trusted, and he basically found out that I'm not going to mention names, but he
Good.
and they known each other for a while, and she buttered him up with great comments, and he's about maybe 5'11", 6 feet, and he walked in a bar and basically heard or something. I forgot the exact story that she was cheating on him. It's like, oh my God. So another example of why are you going to waste your time saying you like this guy? This is what I'm saying. You can't trust anybody anymore.
Have you been cheated on?
Have I?
Yeah.
If I have, I've never known about
Oh,
it.
you never caught him on it. Okay.
No, and I've never heard about it or nothing.
but you don't trust
Yeah.
women.
Let me tell you something. I found that from talking on dating sites with plenty of women for years. And again, no, I'm not trying to bash anybody here, but this is from experience that, you don't question your teacher who's a lawyer who's been in school for 7 years and worked in firms. You don't do that. So you're not going to question me on this. I have experience with all due respect to everybody. You're going to respect this when I say this. No, I don't. I don't respect them because they just lie right, most of them lie right to their face. But I found that once they start to get over like 40 to 50, and even some of them are still whack, but I find that you can actually have a normal conversation and not worry about that shit because they're getting more mature.
Once you get menopause out of the way, you can actually start talking
Yeah.
to these people.
Right.
Yeah. So you consider yourself having a legal degree in the ladies.
At first,
So to speak.
At first, I didn't even have a certificate. Now, I have a doctorate degree.
What kind of girl are you looking for? Like, what if you could have a girl right now that you could date, steady, and go out with? What are you looking for? What kind of girl?
I mean, height really doesn't matter, but I prefer something, I mean, my wife was 5'4". I've dated 5'7", but I mean, and nothing not too tall, but I'm really not limiting myself. But, my favorite is tan skin with like black hair. And, if they have like a pink bikini with black polka dots, if it's over.
Okay,
So
it's
you gotta
over.
get specific.
All right, yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, you want a girl from an Elvis movie.
I said it's over. It's just over.
So you want oh, here's your diet Snapple.
What happened?
Yeah, your diet Snapple's here too if you're thirsty.
Oh, thanks so much, man. I
Yeah, yeah.
appreciate it.
So you want
But-
you want a black girl or a Latin girl? You're saying tan or a white girl?
Oh
or
yeah,
tan?
no, I'm not racist. I'll take anybody I'm attracted to. If I'm attracted to your face, you're in. But my favorite is like Mexican skull, Mexican call. Remember Selena Quintanilla from the 80s?
Of
In love
course.
with her.
Selena. Bitty Bitty Bum
She
Bum.
was, oh my God.
How old a girl do you want? Do you have a preference for age?
No, but I mean, as long as if you find the right, because age is just a number, as we know. But if you find one that, listen, I've met girls who are 24 who are more mature than 40-year-olds, and vice versa. It's sick.
Right.
They're
right.
all different. It's incredible, but that's good. That's the way God made it. You don't walk into an ice cream parlor and they all have all mint chocolate chip.
I heard that.
You know?
I heard
So-
that.
Wait, so in high school, you said you got picked on or people treated you
course.
shitty.
Actually, not too bad.
Not bad.
Well, I heard, and this is just.
As high school ended, it got worse. Not in high
But
school.
did they call you Alf in high school?
Yeah. Only a couple of guys. I kind of caused that. I'm not going to get into the story, but he did it in reaction to. I'm not going to get into it.
Well,
but
why did he call you Alf?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Did
I
you
don't know.
start it or he did? You
No,
started?
he did. And then one of my friends that knew him said, "Oh, we called you." Blah 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 blah. But I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." But no, I'm not going to get into the story. But
How come?
Did it hurt your feelings?
no, not really, not at all. Not
Alf
when-
is so small, though. Or that's not what it was
Because Alf was
about.
kind of funny too. So
Alf
I was like,
was funny.
okay, I like that. I was like, all right. You know,
See,
but-
see
Alf
this
is a good
but
show.
You seem like a rational, nice dude.
Of course I am. I'm college educated. Why the fuck wouldn't I?
Yeah,
be?
but the
You know?
minute
By the way, right there, that's very funny. You seem like a nice guy. Who the fuck said I'm not? But when you
Forget
get angry,
about it. You're a fucking fugazi.
when you get
Donnie
angry,
Brasco,
is
one
it
of my
hard for
favorite
you to
movies.
stop it when you get angry?
It depends on the day. It depends on the day. It also depends on how high I get too. So you know what I mean.
Were
you like to do drugs?
Hmm?
Yeah,
What's that?
You do drugs?
Just marijuana.
Oh, okay.
I see. And that calms you.
Oh,
Or
it
does
makes me. Oh yeah, it edifies the personality. Remember when Bill Cosby goes, "But what if you're an asshole?" Remember
Right.
that Bill Cosby stand up himself?
Smoking weed can actually make you more angry.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
It mellows you
No,
out, right?
I mean, I've gotten angry when I was younger, when I never even started doing it. And it's the same shit. If you triggered it, it happens.
Hey, whatever happened to the guys at 7-Eleven? I watched that video too, and you walked in. Can you just give a quick rundown on how that happened? Because that was outrageous.
Can I just tell you what led up to that part?
Yes,
Please do.
Okay. Let me see if I can remember now. All right, so I was living in an apartment in Medford, and they put me through hell, and I was so nice. And
Wait, what did
and
they do? In Medford?
I'm not going to get into it. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
long. We don't have enough time.
But
But
they
anyway,
messed you up.
there were three. So there were three cops that we were talking. 2 male and a female cop. So the female cop goes, "Why so high? What do you want in life?" And I said, I'm going to say it. You told me I could say
Yeah, you can
anything. I
say
says,
it.
"What do I want? A lot of fucking money and the hottest fucking women." And she goes like this,
Okay.
right?
But it's good to
So-
have goals.
Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that. Money and
Goal
a nice
oriented
woman.
person, yeah.
So I moved out of there. And then I found an apartment in Plainview, and it turns out the guy was my high school. I went to high school with him. He lived around the block from my parents. We played football in the street. There was a whole big thing with him and his family. They didn't get along. He didn't pay the mortgage on the house. 2 weeks later, it turns out that some new people bought the house, and I just moved in there. I had bought a $4,000 van, which turned out to be junk underneath it. The steering was all rusted out when it was time to do the inspection 4 months later. So I lost $4,000 on that, right? And then before I left that apartment, everything was going on with when we should leave. Then we set a time, and then they're changing it. Then the guy was going to skip out early, and the lights went out. And then I'm on the road going to a cleaning job, and he goes, "Did you hear something pop last night?" I says, "No." He goes, "Well, your whole basement is flooded." So then he's deciding he wants to skip out, leave me with no lights, no heat, and my basement flooded with a bird down there. So my father had to come because the guy was getting sneaky and he wanted to bail out. We both went on the door the night before. And
I mean,
says,
a
"Look,
bird is probably the last animal that's got to worry about a flood.
That is
no,
true.
that's like my kid. I love him. He's like
I know,
a
but I'm
kind-
saying birds can go high.
Oh
You
yes,
don't have to worry
yes,
about a
yes,
flood.
right.
That's all. Yeah.
And he basically the night before we moved out, we audio taped it, and he's like, we were arguing with him on the steps.
Right.
And he the next day he gave me $250 to to help out for a while.
Righteous.
And then I moved to a beautiful place, a beautiful apartment out in Miller Place. Not going to mention names or addresses, and
No,
did
don't do
everything
that.
for this person, and just another another backstab thing, and ever shelled money out to help pick stuff up for this person, and
You were generous in giving, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
fucked you again.
yeah, I shoveled the driveway when it snowed, and it was a bit. I lived on 3 acres.
Do you think
and-
people
and-
mistake your kindness for weakness?
I think.
You think that's what's happening here?
And then the funny thing is when you catch them on it and you get mad, they're like reverse psychology. But that's just their way of, oh shit, I'm wrong, I'm embarrassed, and so they want to push the blame to you.
So do you
no,
think
fuck
that's
you.
what happens?
It's your response.
Sorry, Chris. When you call them out on it, on their deception,
They're embarrassed.
they get mad.
Yeah. And then they play reverse psychology. Fuck you. No.
You're
no.
not going to put up with that shit.
No, I'm done with that shit. I'm too old. I've learned. I've studied. I know. You can't fool me anymore. I'm not a fucking idiot.
Were you married?
You know?
You were married at one point.
I was. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
for a
that
long
was
time?
my fault. Yeah.
Oh, it was your fault. Oh, see, I
Really?
like that.
Most of it was my fault. I was having trouble holding jobs, and my anger was worse. And
Worse than now?
well, yeah, because I'm not
Wow.
going to get into why. There were other reasons why, but she was a wonderful woman, and I screwed that up. But I bumped into her 6 years after I was giving out my flyers for my cleaning company, and she seemed happy to see me. She's re-engaged, and I says, I'm so grateful to God. I want to tell you this opportunity. I says, I says, it was mostly me. Don't take the blame. And she says, I don't worry about it. And I says, no, I it's important for me to tell you. And when I left that day, I started crying because I was so thankful I had the opportunity to get that closure on it.
So you
but-
You're an
felt guilty
emotional
about it.
guy.
You felt
Oh
guilty.
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm a Cancer. What do you expect?
Yeah, me too. This is July.
Oh,
It's your birthday
I'm
month.
so
Yeah. So you kind of made amends to her and said
I
like,
did.
hey, look.
I did. And she obviously must have made it years before me because unless she was totally acting, when she left before we got legally divorced on paper, we had $15,000 cash in a box, and I offered it to her. She didn't take a nickel, and possibly because my dad gave her a Lexus to help get around. So that's probably
I would take the Lexus before the
yeah,
cash too.
but
yeah.
I honest to God, she didn't take a nickel. So
Have you had trouble
Good.
replacing her?
oh yeah, she was not from this country. That's why.
Was she
So-
kind of the one who
Oh.
got away?
Say again.
Was she like the one who got away?
I don't want to embarrass the person, but there were parts of me that were not becoming attracted to her because she didn't have. My taste went from girls with big chests to not, and then it started to go back, and it was horrible. I felt bad. And it
She
was my-
wasn't very busted.
Yeah, and she got mad at that, and I don't blame her, but I had to be honest with
What
her.
did you
So
say
at
to
one
her?
I felt
point,
so bad.
So
like,
when you got married, you were attracted to girls with smaller chests.
yeah, it changed. What happened
and
was
then you evolved into a man who liked to bust your girl.
I started watching James Bond movies, and most of this stuff was shot in the Asian culture. And I had a big
I see.
Great Wall of China, beautiful at night, Great Wall frame with lights on it. I'm like, I want to see this culture.
Yeah.
But I wanted to meet someone first, so I didn't want to go alone because I was scared
Sure.
shit. And I was talking to like 30 women over there in the Philippines, and then eventually got narrowed down to 2.
Would you meet him online or?
on what was the name of that? Tickle.com. That's what it was
Okay.
years ago.
Tickle.com?
Yeah, it was years ago. And then, so I flew over there, and she was a great girl. I was there for 3 weeks. The country was beautiful, but she lived almost on the equator. It was, when I tell you, it was fucking hot.
Right.
Sure.
Hot.
Sure.
But every dollar you spend is like $10 worth there.
But so you meet this wonderful person on Tickle, and you go and you spend some time with her in China,
No, Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Yeah.
Okay. Apologies. And then what?
That's fine.
Do you bring her back?
Year later, she came over.
Wow.
And then the government only gives you 3 months to get married.
90 Day
right, 90
Fiance.
Day
Yeah,
Fiancé.
it's
Watch that
ridiculous.
show. How did you tell? You said that you felt bad
But-
because you liked bigger breasts. You started to like bigger breasts, and
And
she
then it
didn't
went
have
to
them.
small- right.
How did you tell her? Like, how did you say, like, look, these are not working for me?
No, I didn't say
Or-
that.
mean
or
the
how did
breasts
you, how did you
themselves,
say
yeah.
it? Yeah.
You know what? To be honest, I don't even remember.
But
But
you
if,
said you felt bad.
you know what? Even if I did remember, I'm not going to say. But I honestly don't remember. But I just do remember saying in a way that
I'm looking
I
for a
feel
chest
bad.
of your girl.
we should go. No, you know what? I kind of said like fix yourself. Will you pay for it? I was like, and I
You wanted her
couldn't.
to get implants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you said that, and she said you paid for it. And
I
you
mean, she
couldn't.
kind of took it pretty good, but I know that must have pissed her off because she came all the way over, and I don't blame her. I fucked up. I told her I fucked
Right.
up.
You bring her to America,
know? Yeah.
and she thinks she's good the way she is, and then you drop
and she
the bomb.
was. She was a beautiful girl.
Unless you get implants.
Beautiful girl.
But your taste
But-
changed.
It's just like this. Look.
Yeah.
I have all the good qualities, this, that, and I would try to sell myself, but the women wouldn't take me because of one thing in the height. So she had all the good qualities, and to me, you know what? And I don't mean it towards my ex-wife at all, but now, after what these women have done to me, I have a preference. But sadly with her, right, it was like
How do you?
that one thing just destroyed it for me in the beginning. And
Do you
then
feel
it
like you did? Sorry, Sam. Do you
No,
feel
go
like you
ahead.
did the same thing to her that people do to you? Like, there's a physical thing.
but
that,
it wasn't meant maliciously.
No,
though.
no, I know.
Right,
But like,
right,
you,
right.
you looked at something. You're like, wow, I shouldn't have kind of judged her on her tiny.
It
breasts,
began, and she
titties.
picked up on it. It began to be like, oh, I think you just love me like a sister. Like I kiss her on a forehead instead of a
and
lips.
was it because of the breasts?
It was, and then what happened when she would work and go to school to nursing at night, and then she'd work and do homework on the weekend, and so the amount of times we had sex would go down, and then we
Your
didn't.
choice or hers?
What's
Your
that?
choice or hers?
Kind of no, more hers, and I didn't blame her because she was exhausted,
Right.
and I didn't want to, like bug her because I didn't blame her, but I was like, what am I going to do?
But at the same time, you weren't as sexually attracted to her anymore because of.
No, I was. The only thing was
chest.
that. But yeah, but then it was like we didn't have similar interests, and that's why chemistry is so important. That's why I'm trying to tell the world this is the message to get over the height and the superficial shit because it helps. But
in the
end-
breasts.
well, it helps to be attracted to a person in the beginning, but in the long haul, if you want to be with somebody,
Right.
you got to have chemistry. Or you're not going to be with each other. So what's the fucking point?
So was the
You know,
divorce
so-
your idea? Are you
No,
saying like,
no.
well, if-
I try to save it with counseling, and no.
She
So
was.
she can't-
She got hurt. You hurt her to a certain point.
Listen,
well, look, you can't
I did
counsel
tr-
tits, son.
Absolutely.
That's what they say.
You like what you like.
Yeah.
right, and it was really nothing meant maliciously, and like what could I do? But it's
Yeah.
okay.
Do you
know?
regret the way it went down though? Like the way like
I
not
do.
that it
I
ended,
do.
but you regret
I
kind
do.
of the way.
Yeah, I do. I mean, we had great times too, but
Right.
it shit happens.
And it's
you
been
know?
hard
I
to
mean,
find that second person who makes you feel that way, kind of.
Especially when women are telling him to kill himself. 'cause
Yeah,
he's so
of course.
small.
Right. I mean, I don't remember who it was I was talking to in the last day or two, but they're like just most of the women here are trashy and garbage. Now I'm not trying to disrespect. This is somebody else telling me this.
Yeah, just relaying it.
And obviously there's tons and tons and tons of gorgeous women here, but to find your perfect match who's not a bitch or who's it's really. I had a woman tell it's very hard to find your exact you.
Do you think
It's
American
very
women
hard.
are bitchier than
Oh,
women in
yeah.
other countries?
And I've heard, when you get out of, I had someone tell me, like, if you go to Pennsylvania, you just have a job in a car, you're having sex.
right.
But here, it's like you need a Ferrari and a mansion.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
right.
So you
And they're still miserable.
do you like girls who are taller? Like or
I
do you-
prefer around my height, but I'm not
do?
going to, I mean, if they're way too tall, like, I'll take, like, up to here. If I'm up to here, and, like, no more than that. So
You'll go-
anywhere
you'll-
from here up.
You'll
And
go
then
up to
like-
as long as you're up
Within
to their
5,
shoulder.
6 inches, yeah, like no more than that. And then I start to feel really insecure. But you know what's weird sometimes, depending on the girl, especially if I get along with her, if she's a little taller, I feel more comfortable with her than a girl my height. I don't know why. It's weird.
have you been back
It's
to that bagel
weird.
place? Have you
No,
been back?
they invited me back twice.
Of
but I
course
didn't
they
go
did.
back.
It's good for business.
Yeah. But I was like, I want to let this stuff shit.
Do you
this
think
shit
you'll go
settle
back?
down.
Will you go back there?
I don't know. You know what? I'm going to talk to my manager about that, because if it's obviously something good, then maybe we'll do it.
Your
But-
entertainment manager, or your manager at work, or you have an entertainment manager?
Well, you know him. So, can I mention his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Anthony.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
I mean, before I met him, obviously, I'm like, I'm not fucking going back there.
But
I'm like, is this a setup to have me arrested for trespassing? Fuck that shit.
Right.
And people told me don't go there. But if he wants to call them, and I know I have a crew there, then I'm safe. Yeah, I'll do it. Why
so
not?
what I thought was really interesting about you and what I like about you is that a lot of people, they get this viral fame.
Wait.
Go ahead. This guy, huh?
he got both of us though.
Yeah, he did.
You fool.
He did. Yeah.
fool. He's very gullible.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I came across like a bit of an idiot there.
Yeah.
Didn't I?
Yeah, he got you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Come on, were you born yesterday, boy?
Yeah. It's like I was born at night, but not last night. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh boy. He loves it.
He's laughing
At my
again.
expense. It's all, he loves it.
That's the type of laughs we have around here.
All at my expense. This is terrible. Look at.
Could you guess what I have for breakfast today?
Oh my god. Yeah.
He wants to get some pussy.
Oh guys, everybody, I'm yeah.
Chucky, he don't give a fuck.
Oh my god, everybody.
He's dressed pretty
Bitch
good.
out there.
Yeah, just
You're
having a laugh at
laughing
my
at
expense.
motherfucker.
This is
It's
humiliating
just the
for
people
me.
I hang out with every day.
I love it. I
It's
love
crazy,
it.
right? The guy dancing in the deli, out of control.
I am trying to teach people, like, there's, like, even we were bar hopping recently. There's so many gorgeous women and they look miserable. Look at me. This is when I wasn't. This is before all this happened now, right?
Okay.
And my cleaning company wasn't. Not doing too well. It's okay, but
Is it
but
still
I had-
operational?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's licensed and everything, but so anytime that I was not working, I would be at the marina with all my wacko friends fishing and getting tipsy. I live like this every day.
I love that.
And you never know,
It's
because
just a party.
the reason I forgot to tell you this, the reason that I've changed to this mindset is I had a friend down there who collapsed right in front of me at dehydration. And I thought he was having a heart attack. And it was at that, and I almost died twice this year because I was fucking with my health. And then when I saw that, he went on his knees and boom, and his hat fell. And I know the guy.
His hat fell.
Yeah, we had to call the paramedics. And so the one, I'm
We
like,
get his hat back on. We gotta get some
Yeah.
paramedics out here.
so I guessed that his sugar was high. I told paramedics to check his sugar. It was 211. So then we had gotten him up and he was shaking. He could hear us,
Right.
but he couldn't talk back to us.
Wow.
It was very scary. But anyway, the gist of this is this. The moral is, when I saw that happen, I'm like, you can go anytime. I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to, whatever I want, I'm taking it right now. So if you like a person, no, it's too early to text it. Stop these mind games. If you'll just go, because you could be dead tomorrow.
That brings me back to my
Stop wasting time.
Right. That's what I was going to ask you about. That most people, they get this viral fame and they try to get away from it. They go, oh my god, I'm so humiliated.
They panic.
They panic. They go, I don't want people. I look so terrible in this video. They're showing me in a negative light. You leaned all the way in. You started doing interviews. You started reaching out to people. You're here in the studio. You're saying, and not only are you defending your behavior, you're saying,
Fuck yeah.
anybody that
And
thinks,
no one's going to fucking change it, ever.
right, anybody that thinks I'm the problem, why don't you take a look at the other people in this video?
Read the
why
book.
Why don't you take a look at why
Right.
I'm the way that I am?
That's it. You know how many women I dated where they claim that, I'm not, they said that their man beat them up. And I'm like, why?
Right.
Why? You
Okay,
only
so-
get their side of the story.
So
You
a
don't
lot
wanna
of-
look
a
You're
lot
good.
saying it wasn't for no reason, probably.
Of course. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I mean,
Right.
if you didn't know a guy and he's a whack on a drunk, maybe
Sure.
he's in a bed. But One of my ex-landlords said her husband put her fucking head through the sheetrock. What the
Jesus.
fuck did you do? Why
Right,
did you
that's
tell
a-
me that?
Right.
So-
What did you saying? What did she do to make him do that?
Well,
Right.
we got along really well. I liked her a lot, but,
But
I mean,
a
I'm
lot of-
thinking like, hello,
You're
nobody
s-
does that.
You're saying
for
that
no
a lot
reason.
of women that are victims of spousal abuse, it's like, well, it's a two-way street, honey.
Of course it is.
I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
I wanted
see.
to ask you too because I watched your News 12 interview. I went on a real Chris loop, and
Yeah.
It's a good interview.
Yeah, it was very good. It was actually in depth, and they didn't just ask you a soundbite question. And you said that for people who I guess are shorter victimized, you're like their Martin Luther King Jr. Right? You said
Yeah,
you
with the whole black thing, it's the same shit. I have a lot of black friends, so I relate.
You said
I like
you're the
Public
new.
Enemy. That's why I relate to these fucking people.
I see. Do you use
Yeah,
the N-word?
fight the power that be.
Right.
Public Enemy. That's
What,
great.
is that your
man.
favorite song by them? That's probably mine.
Oh, yeah, man. And it's like, fuck, we ain't taking this shit no more.
When you're
fuck
singing,
you.
I was going to ask when you're singing along to
Oh,
Public.
fuck you.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You know?
When you're singing along to Public
Who the
Enemy.
fuck you to talk to me like that?
Right? they are-
Exactly. I mean, they come at
talk
you
abusive.
like.
Fuck are you?
And
you
they
didn't
come at you-
create me.
Right.
Fuck you, mother. You're not God or my boss or my father.
Right.
Fuck you.
And they come at you like you're the crazy one.
Yeah, like they're God or you're flawless. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And not only that,
Right.
that do they think they're flawless, but
do.
like this don't even involve you, this conversation. Who the fuck do you think you are to get involved in someone's business?
So your dad,
Shut up.
Right.
you have a good
Yeah.
relationship with your dad because you mentioned your dad. So obviously he's a guy that is your dad still living?
Yeah, they're both alive.
Oh, okay. So you have a good relationship with him.
I mean, we kind of had a bad fight a few weeks ago, but I mean, they've been
hard to
very,
believe.
very good to me.
Was that on you or him? The fight.
I don't know. I don't want to get into details, but they've been. This is what. Oh, and I literally said someday that that this is going to happen to Fame because I want to take care of them with a surprise gift. And
What
I'm
do you
like,
want to give him?
I can't say that.
Well, no, they're not listening. I mean,
It's not a surprise if he says it.
Yeah, it's
well,
a surprise. It's a surprise.
But they're not listening.
Well,
What-
you
what do
don't know that. Someone can hear it and tell them.
Just whisper.
Yeah. A what?
Yeah.
Nice.
But,
To
and they
where?
deserve it.
To where?
They
Yeah.
monetarily with all the help they've got, and you know, they deserve it.
I like that you're paying it forward. I think that it's
Yeah.
important, you know?
I mean, once it comes in where I can pay for it, I'm doing it.
Hey, when you're
So-
singing along with Public Enemy, will you use the N-word with the A, though?
No.
Never.
You drop it. Like when it's.
Let's not touch that subject. I can't do that. I don't want to offend anybody of color or
Right.
anything like that.
But if you're singing along with the song,
if it's understood that it's just for comical reasons, of course.
okay.
But
Yeah.
that only. I don't want to get the shit kicked out of me. you
Right.
know?
No. That's important.
People.
Walking down through Harlem on myself. Hey, did you see my video?
Yeah. You're right.
You ain't gonna see me no more.
That makes sense.
You know?
How
Yeah,
have people
yeah.
responded to you? Pretty much, people have been.
You mean-
in general, like since the
After
video.
the video, yeah.
Let me tell you something. This is the latest update on your question. I was hanging out last night in the backseat of my friend's car and talking about business, and he was holding up
His office.
Wait, yeah.
No.
It's a weird place for
We
a
were just
meeting.
in his car, bullshit, and listening
I
to
see.
radio and shit. So he's holding his phone up, and I see, and my eyes aren't too good. I got diabetes, you know, it's a little blurry. So I see all these little bubbles, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? He goes, these are all your fans. These are all hearts from when and I was like,
You dropped your Snapple
it
right
was like
there.
it was like a torrential rain of fucking rain of hearts pouring down,
Right.
pouring down on his cell phone. I'm
Now,
like,
how many of those women do you think you
what?
could trust?
Yeah, a lot of people said, you know, they could just be there because, and I get it, you know, but there might be some good ones out there. But
That's
just
true.
the fact that they were exploding like that was
Ever
like,
the optimist. Ever the
yeah,
optimist.
I couldn't believe it.
Are you going to use this opportunity? You think maybe meet a nice girl, like because now
Oh.
it's easier when they know who you are. They'll give
Of
you the
course.
benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, of course.
Where do you want to
know.
go on a date? If you could take a girl
I'm
out,
not
where
picky.
would you?
I'm not picky.
You're not picky, right?
Well, listen.
I can
listen,
name one deli you
if
won't
I-
go to.
That's right.
Which,
A bagel shop. The
Bagel
deli,
shop.
the deli is
Bagel-
where Romeo was dancing. That was fun.
I get
oh, he's
confused.
a
yeah.
nut.
Does he
I
Romeo
love
dance
that
in a
guy.
bagel shop? I mean,
What's
in the
that?
deli. Romeo dances in the deli sometimes.
He was going to take that girl away from him.
Oh yeah.
You
really?
remember she smacked him like, hey, like that, and he.
Should we
He
play the
didn't,
video
they
of
didn't,
Romeo
they
dancing?
didn't stay long. If you noticed, like they left after that because he was cool with him, but he's gonna steal my woman.
No,
Yeah.
that's the. You're thinking of it. Oh yeah, Romeo the
Romeo
Romancer.
the-
Romeo the
Crazy in
Romancer.
deli. Oh,
Romeo the Romancer.
I was thinking about Romeo
No,
going
no,
crazy in the
yeah,
deli. What do you think of this, Crit? Romeo,
He's awesome, man.
you love him.
Yeah.
He's hysterical. This fucking guy.
Yeah.
This is Romeo in the back. You can't see him that well.
No,
What's-
that man.
You can't play it.
Yeah, I. Oh, this is November last year.
Romeo's hitting on a girl.
Puerto Rican.
It's a busy bar.
You can't hear. Is he trying to take that girl away?
Indirectly, yes, I know him.
I see.
You know, he's trying to take the girl away from the guy.
You Yeah.
He knows. Listen, he knows the boyfriend's there, but if he can have it, come on.
Who was the? This is
It's like a duck in heat. Look at him.
Yeah, that's
a
right.
duck in heat is obviously the.
Yeah, but
definitely
we were
nothing
hang-
wants to fuck
we-
more
we
than
were-
a duck
we
in
were
heat.
hanging out. We were hanging out at the marina, right?
Right.
So this woman's walking the dog with the tongue out. I said, "Look, that's me when I'm horny." The whole fucking dog was rolling. Did I tell you?
It's like right? Yeah.
It just came to me, like, and it was so perfect.
You know, yeah.
Are we watching more of this? Or what?
Wait, you were in a bar. Who's the fat fuck that was talking about you when you walked out? Like you were the girl. Was she a friend of yours, or did you not know her and she told you the guy was talking about you? There's one you had a fat fuck at the bar.
Who, the owner?
No. Which one is it? Do we have fat
There it
fuck
is,
at the bar?
It looks like number 13.
That's the video, the Fat Fucker Grizzlies bar.
Yeah.
That's the video. Yeah, Reagan on my high.
Oh, it's the same
Oh,
place.
that one. Yeah. Okay. See the guy with the jet shirt? He's
Yes.
the owner. He. Let me just tell you real quick.
Yeah.
There were times I wasn't at this bar, and Romeo was, and he was listening to him degrade the fucking workers there. He was a nasty bastard.
So wait, were you a
Yeah,
regular in this place?
he was a fucking bully.
I see.
So he had called after the. Oh, by the way, after this happened, he called me much later that night, and he's trying to, weasel me over to calm me down. I says, let me ask you a question, bro. If you're sincere in your apology, I says that girl you were with when she was whispering you, what did she say to you? He goes, in all honesty, she's like, lighten up. You're being kind of tough on him. I'm like, then why don't you fucking listen to her? I said, you're doing it to her. And he goes, well, I'm telling you, apologize, and I leave it on you. And I knew what he was. I'm like, I never called him back.
What did he say about you? Because you said he says things about you.
Just the same. I got him good. He made a comment, and now he's overweight. I says, geez. I know. I let him have his moment. Everyone's laughing, and the bartender looked kind of like Christy Brinkley, and she was loving this because she was shaking a drink, and he walks by and goes, "Oh, I like how you shake that, yo." You don't fucking do that to your workers. They there to make money. So when this was going on, you're gonna see it pan. Yeah, you're gonna see it pan quickly, and she's the bartender, and you're gonna see quickly she's giving somebody a drink, and she was loving it because I was ripping the fuck out of this
She
guy.
enjoyed seeing the boss get it.
So he said something, I don't remember what it was, and they're kind of laughing. I'm like, wow, geez, that's funny. I knew Shamu could do a lot of tricks, but I didn't know it could talk too. The fucking bar was rolling.
I bet. Yeah, big Shamu in his gym.
Fat.
So
The whale.
The whale, blubber.
I had a black friend and an overweight Spanish friend arguing. This was hilarious.
That's not a
And
shock, is it?
the
Jim got one in.
The Spanish guy the fat guy goes to the black guy, you look like a zebra without the white stripes, right? So the guy pauses and the black guy goes, and you look like an elephant without a trunk. Dude, I fucking had a heart attack. Oh, you guys are hilarious. And this was about 6 years ago, though.
People insulting each other is awesome.
You got to remember those gems, though.
Dude, this is great, man.
Yeah,
So let me ask you too, because I know you. Are you a lonely guy?
Who isn't when when there's all this gorgeous women on the planet? You can't get one. It's like throwing a diamond jig in a school of blues and you ain't snagging one at 3 hours. What the fuck is going on?
So if you could sell yourself,
Exactly.
if you could say like, all right, now that this is a fairly large platform, how would you not sell yourself like a product, but like what would you tell a woman that you have to offer? Like
the same thing I tell everybody else. I basically just stop being so superficial.
Mm-hmm.
I've told women that the first thing I see is your face. That's the most important thing. And then, of course, she's got to have some kind of a nice sized chest. That's just my preference. And if you're 60 pounds overweight, I don't care. I'm about 30,
as long
35.
as the chest is there.
Yeah, and a personality and things in common. That you need that. And some of these women that have didn't want to go back out with me all because I'm short, and they weren't even much taller than me. They were heavier than me. I'm like, who the fuck are you? You ain't no.
But doesn't this go
model,
back to, isn't that a bit of a double standard if you're saying, we have to get along, we have to have a lot in common, but you should have a chest. If a woman responds by saying, yeah, we have to get along and you should
it helps.
You should be 5.5 feet tall or more, like you can't really get upset by that, can you?
No, from that standpoint, you're right.
Right.
You're right.
Right.
Yeah. But if I was willing to totally accept you, even if they weren't that big, which was
in the
case,
chest area.
Yeah, and they were heavier than me, and I'm not. They're like, oh, you're not attracted enough to me. I'm like, well, look at you.
You don't need a
Right.
girl
You
who's
fat
perfect.
fucking baboon. You look like a barrel.
Right. No, that's
Did you say that to a girl?
So
yeah,
Troy gets it, yeah.
Troy knows.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, you've been there. You've been there.
More times than I'd like to admit.
Oh yeah.
you stupid motherfuckers, you.
Yeah. Let's just put it this way. Troy's been in the barrel. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Troy's gone
What
pigging.
happened?
He's
What
gone
happened?
pigging before.
Oh yeah.
I'll go pigging. Oh, fuck yeah.
Dude,
Come
look
on.
look at this guy. He's,
He's
like
gorgeous.
a god.
He
Why
is.
would you pig? Are you serious?
Why would you
Dude,
pig,
you're in
Troy?
shape. You got, dude. Why would you settle
You know
for
what?
that?
Sometimes the low-hanging fruit's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But he is good looking.
I do hear though that like heavier women they're good because they
gotta
don't
work
get it
for
much,
it.
and when they get it, they want you to they want to hold you.
Hey, we
You know,
saw.
but dude, seriously, like
Yeah.
what?
You gotta work.
Look
They
at
gotta
him.
work
He's
for
in
it.
shit. What the fuck?
We talk about it every
You-
day.
you
Such
need
a
to-
handsome
You're
guy.
on drugs, kid.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy. You know, he had his breast done. He had his
Yeah,
breast
he had
augmented.
augmentation.
He did have Troy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had.
Yeah,
he
my
had-
man
I
boobs
can't-
were getting a little big.
Had a
So
breast
I
augmentation.
No, but I mean,
You
you
would've
look
liked him
fantastic.
6
I
months
don't even
ago.
know why
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, and a rhinoplasty. He had a rhinoplasty. Yeah.
I had a deviated septum.
And let
And-
me guess, the most obvious thing, obvious thing, a lobotomy.
He nailed you. He nailed
I'm
you.
just fucking with him.
nailed
Something
him.
about Mary in the movie. I was just fucking with
Love
him.
it. Love it.
Great, that
Love
movie.
it. We saw a video on another YouTube channel of a man who we believe is you, right? And you're with a woman of Asian descent. And you get in, you're outside
I
the
know.
car, and you go, "Why don't you come back to my house to fool around?" And she said, "No, thank you." And then you say, "Okay, well, I'm going to get in the car. I'll let you in."
It's a whole story.
And
to
you
it.
get in the car and you drive away from her.
She was a very, very nasty bitch.
Tell me.
Yeah, what happened?
We met online, and then she was like not gonna go out because of my height. And she's 5'1", right? So then she finally, this is like,
And what's
11
your height for the record?
5 feet.
5
So
feet.
now this is 11 o'clock at night before the date the next morning, right? So she's so adamant. She's like, "All right, well, she lived in Flushing, and I lived in Medford.
Ah.
That's a far ride. It's
Yeah.
like an hour. So
Yeah.
she's like, "All right, we'll be here at 11. I'll be waiting." It's okay, fine. I left the house around 9:30. Text her on the way, texting her nothing. I get out to the house, and I got early. I got there at 20 to 11. I was early, and I remember it was hot that day. I was dressed up and shit. She didn't get in touch with me till like 20 after 11. I'm like, she just woke up, and then now it's 11:45. Okay, I sorry. Now I do makeup. She texts me. I'm like,
Is that what she's talking about?
yeah, I do makeup.
Right.
Okay. She comes out to the car. "How are you?" I says, I swear to God, this is what I said to her. I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I says, "Get in the fucking car. We're going to dinner." That's what I said to her.
That seems
So
hard.
What
That seems
time was this
severe.
now? 11
She,
something
she's
p.m.?
cold bitch, man.
I
This
see.
is the morning or at night?
Yeah, the next morning, 11 o'clock in the morning on a
Okay,
Saturday.
You had
So
a suit on, if I remember, or you had like a shirt and tie. It looked like
yeah,
in
I
the
was
video.
dressed really well. So then we went to dinner and all that, and then I went home, and then she slowly starts asking me for money, and then she begins to convince me she's from planet Pluto.
Wow.
Yeah,
do you mean?
She was born on planet Pluto.
She really said
Oh,
that?
she's a fucking winner, this one. So I'm like, and I'm like, I'm laughing it off. Like, I think she's trying to fuck me. And she's like, I'm dead serious. And I have assets there. I'm like, do you realize that's negative 400 degrees there? A dead fish couldn't live there. Oh, well, I'm from there.
Much too cold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus,
so-
a dead fish can't live anywhere.
No.
Right. So she's like, she's trying to pull over this thing on me about, well, I need you to look up a rocket ship ride to me. I'm like, okay, I'm going to fuck with this girl so good.
Okay.
So I gave her like a day or two, and I'm like, you're in luck. I have a friend that works at NASA. I'm like, I'm going to get you your ticket, but it's going to take a little while. It's going to cost me $750,000. That's where that number
That's
comes
where that
from.
came
I
So
see.
I picked her up the second time now.
So you-
So what happened? No,
Let
what
me
happened
ask you
was
this. Were you trying to get her to maybe give you some sex in exchange for a rocket ship
no,
ride?
No, not at all. I wanted to just see how much of a fucking gold digger she was. So
I see.
the first date ended. We stopped talking because she was a bitch. I
Oh.
met this other girl from Queens. Then in January, we broke up for a week. I called this bitch back.
I see.
That's when I picked her up in Flushing, took her out to Bayshore to eat. I want to go home now. It's cold. I says, we just agreed we're going to hang out all day. I took you out here for an hour to eat. I go, no, we're going to go out to Patro now to have a beer. And I'm planning this to take her out even farther away from her home, right?
Okay.
We go to the bar. I'm like, I got to think of something. I got to go to the bathroom and come back. Now we're walking out. Now she's convinced that I'm going to be having her things being mailed to her, and it cost me. So now I have my hands in my coat pockets. All of a sudden, she puts her on. She calls me hon. I'm like, look at this, right?
Right.
So that's when it takes over. I'm like, you fucking greedy bitch, and that's why she got what she got.
So you literally were trying to go out there, and this is why I like you. You wanted to have sex with a girl
Good, right?
who believed she was from Pluto.
Yes. Yes. I had another girlfriend. She forgot the name. You know, you guys should smoke before you hear this. Of our planet.
Is it Earth? Is that the?
She forgot the name of our planet. I don't even remember how it came about. And I was like, "You're kidding, right?" And she's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Did your parents pay to have you fucking graduate high school?"
Right.
Maybe
right.
she has.
Public
Maybe
school,
she's
probably.
got dementia.
No, I didn't. No, I don't think so.
She might be having. How old was she?
She was
Maybe
98.
20 or so. Yeah. But this one, I mean, she said a lot of. She was a fucking bitch. Always, she was the type you always bought. She never thank you. Just
Right.
a cold bitch.
Entitled.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know,
yeah. The ones that don't have a
Yeah.
pissin', I've noticed, think the world fucking owes them everything,
Right. Right.
and
when-
and they don't even try. No.
now let me ask you this.
Go to college, get the fuck out there and try.
Yeah, you
Right.
did.
I did it all. I've been knocked down so many fucking times,
But
bro.
you get back up.
Damn straight, I get
Yes,
back
you
up.
do.
When you were a court reporter, how long did you do that?
A couple of years, maybe 3,
Why'd
4
you
years.
stop?
I couldn't live on it because what happened is that now when you sue somebody, you either take the settlement where you're not going to get as much,
Mhm.
but you're guaranteed.
Right.
But if you go, double or whatever, it's going to go longer. You may win a big thing, but you're not guaranteed it. So since they settle, there's no need for a deposition. So that cut the amount of work down. There was a company in Mineola that closed down. They used to get like 1,000 a month. They were down to like 400.
Yeah.
So you couldn't survive as a freelancer. I took the test to get in the courts, but I never got called.
Do you-
I passed, but I never got called.
Do you feel like there are times in life when you maybe take out your anger on people that don't deserve it?
Yeah, no, I'll admit that I do if I'm in a bad mood. Everybody does.
Would
but
you want to apologize?
yeah,
to-
for that I do. Yeah,
You do.
but for antagonistic smart, I don't go for that shit no more. I fucking hate it.
So you haven't-
I get embarrassed when there's a lot of people around and she's doing. I get embarrassed.
Do you think though do you think they, like Sam said, do you think that they got a bit of the wrath that was built up before? Like, do you think it was a little unfair to the bagel people?
Yeah, to an extent, yeah, I do.
You haven't seen the bagel video at all?
No, I don't. Yeah, no, I have.
You
I
watched
have.
it. What
I
did you think when you watched it? When you saw it, like, whoa.
There's a guy who's justified in his anger. Is that what you thought?
Yeah, I says, do you justify my
one.
Napoleon complex now? Like that. No one said a fucking word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I didn't
know.
from the video,
But
talking to you maybe a little bit more clear, but from the video, I don't know if it was wholly justified.
Right. We
no, I
didn't see the
understand.
beginning.
I understand that. I apologize for everybody I may have scared or nothing. That they didn't deserve that, but it's just you got to understand me too. But then I couldn't fucking breathe.
So did
You know,
you?
so-
Did you? Now, have you gone back to apologize to them?
No,
or
I haven't gone there yet.
Do you think you will?
It's up to the boss over here. I'm not going in there myself. Like I said, they could trap me.
Right. And
I
get
don't
you
know what
for
the fuck they're gonna
trespassing.
do. I'm not. Trust me. And if that happens, this whole thing's shot with my boss. I'm not gonna risk going to jail for trespassing. Who the
Right.
fuck knows what they're gonna plan?
Well, they would probably ask you. I don't think they would arrest you. They might
I'm
just
not
go
trusting
leave.
it. I'm leaving it up to the boss. I'm not fucking trusting these people.
You consider yourself a prophet, yes?
Yes, I do.
How so?
Everything we talked about.
Okay.
And I'm going to change people's fucking minds until I'm dead.
You
if
are.
it kills me. Yeah. I said, if I take a bullet like JFK did and Lennon and Martin, so will I, so be it.
You
Because
think
I'm
you-
not going to change my mind. I'll speak the truth. I don't give a fuck who
Do you
likes
think
it.
somebody would want to like those guys got cut down because their messages?
Yeah,
were
their
certain
lives are cut
things?
short because they wanted fucking peace. Give me a break.
Is that what you want? Peace?
Yeah, everybody
Oh.
make money and tons of love. Stop fighting. Stop fighting in the bar. This shit's crazy. Stop trying to so hard to be a hot. Yeah, you're hot. You're hot. Now, if you're hot and you can get anybody you want, why are you miserable for?
Are
Right.
you
Does it
afraid?
make sense to you? It doesn't make sense to me.
Not me.
Are you
right?
afraid, Chris?
I don't get it. Like,
No, I
Are
don't
you afraid
understand.
somebody would want to cut you down for your message?
not at all. I
Okay.
would think that anybody that did that, with all due respect, you're a fool.
Right.
A fool. That means
Right.
you're the devil. You're a fool.
Have you talked to your friend in the 7-Eleven who asked what your height was when you called, and then you called the police?
I've been
on
back
him?
there, but we just kind of slowly, yeah, but we haven't
You don't
it's just
address
business
it.
and right.
So what does he do when you walk in now? Just go, hey, how much do you weigh?
Exactly. But it's slowly,
The relationship's being repaired.
right, because it didn't erupt to the extent that the bagel thing did. But
Right,
like,
right,
a couple
right.
of people told me, even some family members, maybe you shouldn't go in there. I says, no, I'm not going in there. I'm not going to fucking lose my freedom for that shit.
Is it frustrating
So-
when somebody asks you how tall you are and then you call the police and the police tell you, I can't do anything about
Yeah,
that?
like for example, the other night we were at a bar. There was a ton of fights.
Yeah.
and there was 6 cop cars. They didn't do a fucking thing.
Right.
2 guys were laying in the street. Just one guy had him in a headlock, and the other guy was hitting him, and they didn't do nothing.
Right.
Why are we paying all this money? And I don't get it, man.
What would you have liked? I remember that time the cops came in the 7-Eleven video, and you were kind of annoyed they weren't doing anything. What did you want them to do when they came there? What did you want the police to do?
give him a citation or something for harassment.
You felt
No
he harassed
handcuff him.
you.
He didn't put his hands on me. Give him a fucking citation.
Right.
For harassing you with
Yeah,
that
because
rude
I'm tired of
question.
getting tickets for this, speeding, that, marijuana. Give him a fucking... Come on.
Have you gotten tickets for speeding and marijuana?
Yeah. Well, no, only one speeding ticket, but yeah.
But you didn't have marijuana at the time. Like you
For
were
speeding?
It wasn't like you were high. and
No.
driving.
I was trying. I was in a rush to get somewhere. So yeah. But
Well, if women want to meet you, how can they meet you? Because I mean, obviously now that you have this newfound fame, there's a lot of people that want.
I'm
to
always at
talk
the
to you.
Bayshore Marina. I'm not hard to find.
You do? That's where you hang out, the Bayshore Marina?
Always, yeah. A
Well,
lot,
you were
a lot.
telling, I watched the interview you did with News 12, and you were saying that you've made the conscious choice to live in your van.
Yes, I walked out from the landlord, and it was something new I wanted to try. It's not going to be forever. It's
How
till
long
the
has it
end.
been?
A little over 2 months, and everyone's like has this idea in their head like it's so horrible. It's not. I've having the time. I've never been happier as far as how my life's going
So
since
when
I
we
did
saw
that.
you in that bagel store,
Yeah.
that was you at your happiest point in life.
What do you mean? Oh, you don't mean me flipping out. You mean at that point?
That
when-
point,
general.
Oh
remember,
yeah. Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
I mean, every day it's like I'll be back. I'm going to do that. I mean, I know everybody in town. We're like a clique and a family, and yeah. I mean,
Where do you
I'm
park
having
the
time of
van?
I'm not gonna say.
Just in case.
Oh well, there were certain. Nah, I can't reveal it.
Right.
But
we
does-
can talk about that off camera.
Doesn't
Right.
it get hot at night without air
No,
conditioning?
because it's a 2008 Talent Country Chrysler, so it's got tinted windows, so it diffuses the light.
Have you
And
gotten
they heat
laid
a
in
lot.
that van?
Yeah.
You have.
You've had sex in the van?
Yeah, it's the
My
best.
guy.
Right? Van
Yeah,
sex
that's
is
my
the
guy.
best.
I have a picture of who she is on my phone.
You do?
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Are you seeing her regularly?
I have a bunch of them who I've had sex with. They're pretty good looking. So yeah.
Do you send? I mean, because you're living in the digital age. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're meeting women online. Do you send pictures of your genitals? A lot of people do.
No.
Jim, you do. Yes,
A lot.
lots of
Do
them.
you?
Yeah. Oh,
Really?
Whoever wants it.
And
gets
no
it.
one's ever threatened like sexual harassment, take you to court or nothing.
No,
like
I mean, I
that?
don't lead off with that.
No, like do they threaten you? Oh my God, I'm doing
No,
this now.
because
you
it's
know?
a dirty discussion. Like not if I'm just talking to somebody and go, "What time do you need me
But
there?"
still, don't ever trust anybody because that could be a trap.
Well, but it's in text. If
It
they,
doesn't matter.
No,
They
he's
could
right, Jim.
tru-
Could be a
listen,
trap.
Look, I went to
One time, I got in trouble. One time, someone asked me, a girl I was dating asked me, "What time do you want to meet?" And I wrapped a watch around my penis, and I said, "Dick o'clock." That's right.
Yo!
Yeah, and she started
Yo!
claiming sexual harassment. Can you believe that?
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean,
Yeah.
these chicks, huh? You know, you can't trust them, Jim. Is what
No,
I'm trying to
you
tell
can't.
you.
And I've heard this from tons of people,
Right.
men.
so you've never
So-
sent a dick photo or anything like that. You don't. Do
No.
that.
What about like ass shots or
No,
anything? Nothing.
No,
Nothing
I
like
never
that.
share that public.
Do you get them from men? Yeah. You ask girls to send you breast pictures.
No, all the shit's pouring in. I don't even ask for any of this shit.
But you get it.
They're telling me all these naked photos now. I'm like,
Nice.
I didn't ask for this shit.
Nice.
They're just throwing out like frisbees. Remember Ebony Murphy? Excuse me, that's mine. Pussy's mine.
Right.
Then we did the stand up fall in my pocket. Excuse me, the pussy's mine.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Jim, you remember that? You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Hey,
Eddie Murphy's
yeah, that's
fucking
mine.
great.
So you want to just find a nice girl. You're not looking to fuck a bunch of different girls. You want to find a nice girl.
Until I find the right one, I want to fuck as many as I
I
can.
stand corrected.
Throw him off to get the fuck out of here. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, what am I going to do? Be syllabus until that? I may
Yeah.
never find the right
You don't
one.
need to be syllabus.
No,
until
absolutely.
you meet
But
the
here's the
right
kicker:
girl. Yeah.
anybody, all they want to do is cheat. Well, hello, what do you do to us? It's a two-way. It goes both ways, ladies.
Right.
There are a lot of shitty men. I give you that.
Here's the thing
But,
about
you know,
here's the thing about your bad behavior. You can justify it.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
appreciate that.
It's not. It's not unreasonable.
Yeah, I'm not just some homeless lunatic that's got severe mental problems.
No.
We all have problems.
You have a
but-
van.
Yeah,
Right.
I go to the gym. I shower. I clean my clothes. I'm not
Yeah,
a
where-
dirty bum.
Where do you shower?
I belong to a gym.
In the gym.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And,
And,
it's open all day, so you can go in whenever you want.
Exactly.
and you go to laundromat to wash your clothes.
Of course. I vacuum the van out. I spray clean it. Yeah, of
You
course.
do. You have a breeze in there, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah. Where do you defecate? Shit.
If I find a bathroom or wherever, the gyms have it.
Right.
If I'm fishing out, they have bathrooms down at the marina.
You ever go in
bucket.
a, you ever
Yeah,
go in
you
a
know-
bucket?
No, ew. Oh, no.
No.
man.
Ever go in a
No.
bush or something?
So if you had to go real bad in the past, yeah, I
Why
have.
not,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean,
Why
if it's late at night, if you're night fishing,
Right.
Like if you're like at Smith Point Bridge, and there's a trail that goes down, and you go under the bridge and you fish here, but you can literally go sit in the overpass. And I know it's gross, but if you got to do what you got to do. There's no bathrooms around there.
That's the shitting area. They call
You have to.
Yeah.
You got no choice.
Yeah.
I hate
You
shitting
know?
outdoors.
It is. It's gross, but what the fuck can you
What
do?
are you gonna do? You gotta get it out.
You
of
have to do it,
You
man.
bring paper with you? Like you
Yeah,
bring?
yeah. You have to.
You have to bring toilet paper.
What do you do with
Sure.
all the fish? Because you
I
seem
f-
like you fish a lot.
I either sell them or I fillet them and give them to friends.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's
Do you
really
hate not
nice.
being able to store food in the van, or do you have a cooler?
I have a cooler, and one guy I traded for marijuana. He gives me bags of marijuana. I give him fish.
You trade fish for weed. That's actually
Now that's a barter system, huh?
yeah. Hey, what are you fishing
Right?
for?
So you have
fishing
to
for
pay
weed?
for it. Yeah, exactly.
That's very old school. You
Yeah.
kind of
Yes.
you'll catch your own food
Hey,
and trade it for stuff.
barter
you want.
system.
In the ancient days, when all the different cultures would pass through the Great Wall of China, they exchanged goods.
Right, and you've seen
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
big into the Great Wall
Since
of
the
China.
ancient times, the Roman Empire, they've been doing that shit.
So you went? Did you?
So-
Oh, you went to the Great Wall of China. Did you actually go to the wall itself?
I want to, but I hate to fly. But I would love to. That, Italy, and Vegas.
Oh, you went to Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
I would
sorry.
love to go to Italy,
I thought you
China.
said you went
and,
to China, okay.
Yeah, and I would love to retire in San Diego. Never been there. My dad has, and he says it's got one of the most beautiful sunsets there. But
How close are you to retirement? Do you think?
nowhere's near it.
You want to retire to San Diego?
Either that or maybe Cape Cod.
Well, if you live in a van already,
Down by the river.
yeah, why don't you just drive the van to Cape Cod now?
You could.
Like
I
it's
could,
not
but,
like it
well,
would.
things
just,
are happening here now, so I'm not
That's
leaving.
true.
When it's time where I know I can, I will.
That's true. You got to be
If
around
I could,
show
God
business
bless
at the moment.
What's that?
You got to be around show business at the
Of
moment.
course, yeah,
so you have a manager. You're trying to capitalize on the show business aspect of this. What are your goals in the entertainment industry?
I'll grab any kind of work, like commercials, ad-libbing, boxing matches. I would love to have my own talk show, rock videos, anything.
Talk show now. Who would you want to interview on a talk show?
It's endless, bro.
Yeah.
Like what kind of a talk show would you want to do? A monologue and then ask questions or sketches or like?
I want to do like what Carson would do when Rodney would come on and make him piss his fucking pants, shit like that.
Yeah, but except for you, it'd be you and Romeo.
Exactly.
would that
He's,
be?
he's an everyman co-host. Romeo's a co-host. He's
Well,
not a
do
guest.
you want
Oh,
to
yeah.
hear me imitate the Iron Sheik?
More than anything.
That would be great.
I'd fuck his ass and make him humble. That fucking piece of shit, Hulk Hogan. He steal my coke. That fucking piece of shit. Fuck his ass and make him humble and break his back. Fuck you. I'm the one with the 10-inch cock.
That's great. That's really terrific. Yeah.
I
That's
studied
really
it
very
so
good.
much, man.
That's very,
I
very
used
good.
to imitate it
Who
5,
else
6
do you
years
do?
ago.
Who else do you do?
You do imitations, a lot of them?
Yeah, Joe Pesci I've done.
I mean, you got to hear Pesci because somebody else compared you to Pesci.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one of the. Don Rickles was a fucking god in the industry.
What
man.
does Don Rickles sound
I
like?
don't. I can't imitate him. He's one of the few I can't. But
Can
he
you do
was like-
Pesci?
What
he's
does
just
Pesci
stu-
sound like?
Yo,
What does-
Don Rickles is a psycho.
But what does
He's
Pesci
lovely.
sound
Yeah, what does
like?
Pesci sound like? You do sound like him naturally.
He thinks this is funny, huh? The fuck you looking at, you? You believe this prick? Hey, he asked me to christen his kid. I says, yeah, all right, you're 7,000. I charged them.
Yeah, that was good. I like that. That was good stuff. That was good stuff.
So you make your
But,
friends laugh.
Oh, I love making people. I people are coming up to bars saying I'm changing their life, and that's why I love my fans. I'll never charge them $1 for because the industry, I'm sure, will take care of that.
Sure.
I'm not going to charge my fans any money to ever meet me. You don't have to ask me for a photo. It's nonsense.
What if it's a convention?
What do you
That's
mean?
true. They have conventions where you go and people
do-
pay to meet you.
Yeah, you stand at a convention, sit at a table.
Again,
different.
that's something that will be left up to the people that handle the business. That's not
Yeah, I mean, I would talk to your manager right now and say, like, let's charge for some pictures.
That's
and
up to him.
autographs, you know what
I
mean?
wouldn't, but that's up to him. As far as photos and all that shit, no, I'm not charging. If somebody throws one guy did this at the bar. He threw me $20, and I refused, and he goes, no, I says, all right, but other than that, I don't expect nothing.
You'll just take a picture because people want
I
to.
love it. Yeah, I love it,
fun.
man. And if I can inspire anybody that can get through what I went through, hell yeah, man.
Now,
It makes you feel good,
I've heard
know?
you have a celebrity boxing match coming up in September
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife guy from YouTube,
Right.
Antoine Dodson.
Yeah, I was just seeing the picture.
is
of him,
that?
actually.
He's the guy who says, like, hide your kids, hide your wife.
He kind of looks like a heroin version of RuPaul.
You're already trash
That's what he
talking.
looks like.
Already trash talking. That's good stuff.
I'm just being honest. I'm not even trying to be rude.
You got to talk people into the building.
Yeah.
I don't know
that's-
who he is.
You don't
I
know who
didn't
Hide Your
either.
Kids, Hide Your Wife
Oh,
is?
yes.
Look at
Okay.
him. That's what he looks like.
Yeah,
So
you
now
think
are
you're going to kick the shit out of him, do you think?
I don't know if I'm allowed to reveal details. I just know I'm fighting.
Can you fight? Have you fought?
I haven't ever taken boxing, but I mean, I could do pretty good for myself. Yeah, sure.
Are you training?
No, I don't need to train.
Is this a fixed fight?
No, I'm sure it's not a fixed fight.
No, ask Anthony. I don't know if I should.
No, it's not a fixed fight. It's a real fight. So, do you think you should train maybe a little bit?
Probably fixed. Yeah.
Duh. But WrestleMania is not fixed.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay.
Do you want to train a little bit?
Oh my God! I just want to smack him for being so goddamn ugly. No offense.
So who's scripted in there to win this one? Do we know yet?
You want me to spoil that?
Could you
spoil that?
Could you?
I mean,
I want to know.
Ask him.
Who's going to win?
You'll have to see.
Yeah,
we'll have to see.
The manager's being a manager.
Right.
He's got to say.
You know, I would think that they'll probably script our friend here to win. I think Antoine is a little bit yesterday's news. Chris the Bagel Guy is today's news.
That's right.
I think the fix is in for Chris the Bagel Guy. That's what I think.
Where are you doing this fight? Is it Garden?
Where is it again, Anthony?
It's somebody's garden.
I think it's in Jersey.
It's in Atlantic City.
Oh, it is in Atlantic
City. Hey, Chris is giving you.
There you go.
He's giving you the information.
At the bottom there.
Yeah, it's in Atlantic City.
So yeah, subscribe to us Facebook, blah blah blah, for all that stuff. Instagram, Chris Bagel Boss Morgan, and then I'm fighting in Atlantic City, September 7th at the Showboat Hotel.
Oh, all right, it's a legit place.
Go to @CelebrityBoxing1 on Instagram.
What's your Instagram, Chris?
You want to see this?
Yeah, no, I want to. You can plug it. You should plug it.
What do you mean plug it?
Say.
It doesn't have a plug to plug in.
Damn it, how you gonna plug it in?
I don't know what you mean, man. I don't know what you-
It's hold on.
Read it.
Chris Bagel Boss Morgan on Instagram. So people want to follow you. Chris Bagel Boss Morgan.
Jimmy,
Chris,
just read it.
I know. I'm not saying I'm not a stupid asshole. I'm just.
No, but you're
reiterating.
making him look stupid.
That's what he's saying.
This guy over here. This guy.
Who are you on YouTube?
He nailed me again.
Whatever it says there.
It doesn't say who's he on YouTube. Chris Bagel Boss Morgan.
On YouTube, just search Chris Real Bagel Boss. He'll pop up.
Real Bagel Boss.
Yeah.
Here's your thing, Mister.
Now let me ask you this, Chris. You're putting a lot of trust into this manager. How do you know that he's not? And no offense to your manager, of course, but how do you know, based on history, he's not another person who's going to take money from you?
Because first of all, we're in contract, and the last few days, the work they've put in.
I see.
There were things that he went out of his way above and beyond to do things and all that kind of stuff that I didn't know, and then it constantly showing me the numbers that I trust these guys.
Yeah.
And plus the fact that things have been taken care of where I didn't have to go on my own wall, and it's just like, holy crap.
They're looking to make money with you,
of course,
not take
it's
money
a valuable investment, but not everybody does. Nobody's ever done that. So, I mean, listen, if nobody ever forks $1 out, that's sketchy, but
they're already spending money.
Taken very
they're already
care
proving that they're in this for the long haul.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They're like the best I've ever seen. I trust.
I mean, what's it like to be on that list of the top viral stars, of the famous viral stars? You're going to be, you're Chocolate Rain over here.
I don't even know what to say, to be honest, but except thank all my fans and all the guys that did the work to put me on that platform.
How do you feel about all the negative response, though? A lot of people making fun of you.
I don't give a shit.
You don't care.
It doesn't affect me that much anymore ever since I got hooked up with this opportunity.
Right, because you're making money.
Hello.
Cash
kiss my motherfucking ass.
So how are you going to do a follow-up? Because people always want to follow up. They always want to go, all right, what do you got now for us? What do you got for us now? So what are you going to do next?
Well, I'm always writing. I used to write like comedy songs and real songs like Weird Al, and so I could throw.
What's a comedy song you wrote?
Oh, I wrote a bunch, but they were mostly sexually explicit. But one of them.
That's okay. That's
fine. The only thing I can remember, the one line is this: it was about instead of the Billy Joel Big Shot, it was about Obama. Why do you gotta be a big cock? Stuff like that. You
not
know?
afraid to get political either.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Or instead of, do you really want to hurt me from Boy
Culture
George?
Club.
Do you really want to rape me?
Okay,
But I didn't keep the fucking songs. I had like 8 of them stapled, and I had them for years, and I threw them out. Had I known I was going to be here today, I would have kept the fucking.
What do you throw them out for?
It sat in my closet for years, and it just collected dust.
Maybe
Did you sing them or just write them?
I just wrote them.
Oh,
yeah,
I think
didn't record
audio.
them. No, they were all typed out, but I just fucking didn't keep them.
Let me ask you this:
You know, so-
how often do you find yourself falling into a fit of rage?
Not as much as I used to. Especially now, I don't even have the time, which is great because we're working.
But I mean,
and they pulled me away from that, which is like.
Let's start with, starting from the Bagel Boss incident, as we'll say, and before. How often is not as much? Are we talking about?
Like on and off, like not every day, but on and off.
A couple times a week.
Yeah, but there were reasons why.
You're not starting the problems.
No, not at all. Like there'll be people that go up to your stuff at the marina and just touch your shit.
Right.
And it's like you didn't pay for this, and they wait to steal your shit.
You should get on Cameo. Sorry, Sam. You should get on Cameo.
Yes,
that's what you should do on Cameo.
They told me.
Yeah, you got to do it fast.
Right.
Have the fucking Bagel Boss guy yell at you on Cameo.
Yeah.
Or give a nice message.
Whatever you want.
Happy birthday, you flat-titted idiot. Whatever the fucking message would be.
Right, but that's just to his ex-wife. Now, what do you...
Are we allowed to tell jokes? It's just
we
jokes.
prefer
just jokes.
Whatever you want.
As long as it's just jokes?
It's not meant for a race. It's just funny. Can I say it or no?
Absolutely.
I'm not out to offend anybody.
But just make a joke.
It's just jokes. I'm trying to think of the two, but... Okay, so are you sure this is okay?
It's an open forum.
Okay. How are black people and slinkies alike?
Mm-hmm.
They're both useless, but they're fun to watch fall down the stairs.
Okay.
That's a rough one, Chris.
It's just a joke. I didn't make it up.
I can't say that I would agree with that one.
Yeah, you should. But it's not. You remember the truly tasteless jokes that came out in the 90s? That's where I got it from. There were books published on it.
You love that joke.
This is hysterical. It's not.
I was just in a documentary about this.
But I won't tell anymore.
Chris, you don't want to do a lot of racist stuff these days because.
But look, I've taken tons of short jokes. So fucking take it. Not you, meaning the public. But I won't mention it.
Times have changed. And people get really mad at that stuff now.
Everything bothers me.
Right.
Come on.
I mean, take this from a guy who gets into fights with store clerks a couple times a week over short jokes. I would think that you'd be sensitive to the people who get bothered by things,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you should not. The racist jokes have no place, but you don't want to. This day and age, people get in trouble for that stuff, and you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot. You get all this fame going on in this career,
especially close range.
Yeah,
right. But everything's just joke and fun. Nothing's meant to look. I don't turn into that kind of a person unless there's a reason.
Right.
I don't start shit with anybody unless.
Well, let me ask you this: what do you say to these people that kind of get on your case a little bit, and they would say, the people that would say, "Hey, Chris, if everyone's the problem, that means you're the problem."
Yeah, I know. Well, that's another method of what's called reverse psychology.
I see.
Now, you don't want people to get the wrong idea because you told a joke like this. So what would you say to people who said, hey, this guy's a racist or this guy is...
I have black friends I hang out with at the marina. I'm not racist, for God's sakes.
I mean, come on.
I think of at least 7 that just popped in my head that I used to see every day when I was unemployed fishing there.
Right.
So your perception of that is bullshit, not you.
Yeah,
Whoever may
in
think
general,
that.
I'm asking you
bullshit.
to say, yeah.
Right.
How much more real you want me to be?
Yeah, you don't want people to misinterpret a joke and say this is who this guy is.
And if you still have a problem, I don't know what to tell you. It's called a scotoma. It's a block in your head that I can't change your thinking.
You know, it's interesting.
It's not my problem.
Right. It does seem like a lot of times your philosophy is, here's my statement.
Right.
And if you would like to disagree or question it,
right,
you're an idiot.
No, not that they're an idiot. But if they question it, that's fine. If I come across as ambiguous,
right?
But if I'm telling you it's a joke and you still get mad, then you got a fucking problem.
You don't like when people judge you. Like you don't mind if they disagree with you, but when someone starts judging you,
yeah, like people will joke with me a lot, but and then it starts to get out of hand, and they don't say they're joking. I'm telling you I'm joking. If you still have a problem with it, that's not my problem. I'm not gonna sit here and try to convince. I got enough shit to worry about.
Hey, remember when Romeo was in there, just kind of dancing in the back of the deli like that? Troy, can you pull up the video?
He's about an inch taller than me. He's got the biggest fucking swagger I've ever seen.
I thought you were going to say cock.
He is fucking hilarious, man. Oh, that's why he's taking advantage of you. Did you see that at the end? Yeah, yo, he was fucking up.
Yeah, look at him. He's flipping. You love it.
You look tickled.
Well, watch. He's going to go suck it. Watch.
He likes that.
Romeo, I love this guy. Look, watch.
Oh, he's dancing.
Holy shit, this guy's great.
The other table full of people didn't seem entertained.
They didn't get it. They didn't get it.
I was so focused, I might even
That's
see
their
that.
problem, right?
What's that?
That's their problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You look so happy
That was
when
so
he's around.
fucking funny, my
Yeah.
God.
Is that the same guy that did the fucking puppet video?
No,
oh,
no,
I
no.
didn't realize
Different
that.
No, that was Romeo. The puppet guy was Jose.
I couldn't see because he had a hat on. He was behind the
Right,
puppet.
right.
Yeah, we thought he was the same, but
No, he's
different.
not the same guy.
So what's next for Chris Morgan? Where can people keep up with
you
you?
play
Oh,
this one?
he wants to see it again.
You love this.
Play
This
from the
is-
beginning. Play from the
From the beginning, Troy.
This is Jose. This is Chris's friend Jose.
Oh, wait, hold on. Stop.
Backstory.
Stop. Before you play this,
Yes.
he told me a story. Like now he used to hang down here, and I didn't know him, but he knew me. He told me a story. I didn't know this. He goes, I had passed out in my car one day with a blunt hanging out, burning out of the window.
Right.
He goes, this is how he wanted to get to know me. He's like, the cops went by, looked at me, they looked at each other, went. He goes, that's crazy, motherfucker. He goes, that's something I would do. I'm like, are you serious? They didn't say nothing. It was burning. He goes, yeah, you fucking crazy fuck. But anyway, let's
So he basically saw you with you're just sitting there
'Cause I
kind
got
of hanging
so-
your hand out of your house.
Yeah, they probably looked it up. I got like 20 tickets. And like, fuck it, I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're bullshit.
This guy.
Play,
And now
play,
here he
play,
is.
play, play.
Here he is leaning into your living room window, and he's got his Ernie puppet.
Play this shit.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Boosie. Just because you're a tall motherfucker, you think your shit don't stink? Well, you want to know something? I can get pussy too. Look at me. I got a red nose. My name is Chucky and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I love this motherfucker out there. What the fuck you laughing for? Is there any fish out there, motherfucker? Because I'm down to make soup.
This is how we live every day.
It's incredible.
Every day.
What
That's
a
how
party. What a party.
Fucking God.
Now, did he write that or did he just improv that?
He's an improver.
Really?
Yo, you know what he did before this?
No.
He
Drugs?
whips out he'll put that's up.
Get out of jail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He pulls up and he'll just sit there and he whips out a megaphone and he was fucking with people.
What was he saying?
No.
It was, and then another friend of mine, there was a couple hot chick on the beach. I says, yo, go down there, roll the windows down and blast porno music. And they started laughing. Another time, you know that many uses of the word fuck? You know that?
Oh, yeah.
You know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, blast that at the beach. People were like, one guy comes up and goes, what radio station is that? I says, it's not a radio, it's fucking YouTube. They're loving it.
Yeah. Welcome to 2019, dickhead.
But we started pulling the most erratic shit down at that marina, like 2 weeks before we met Anthony and all them. This is how we were living. Every
You guys
fucking
like
day.
to go on. It's
Laughing
like a
our
party
asses
everywhere. It's
off.
a party everywhere. pretty
Yeah,
much.
and there's a ton of my friends, tons of them doing wacky shit like this.
Highs and lows
Fucking
for you, huh?
hilarious, man.
Highs and lows.
Yeah, and this is the best way that if I don't have a woman to deal with depressions, this is what I do every day.
You need a reality show.
Thank you.
You've been saying that, right?
Well, when I posted the Al Kaleo thing, the guy when he told me about his business, he posted or it might have been someone else. He said that months ago. This guy needs a reality show.
Yeah.
And now you said it.
Yep.
Hey.
That's fucking ironic, bro.
Isn't that interesting?
Yep, absolutely. It's one of those things you should work on. Maybe the next step.
I have no idea how to pull it off. Like I said, it's up to him. I have no connections to that, but he does.
Okay.
I have the talent. I can bring it.
Of
Yeah,
course.
absolutely.
Well, that's
Connections,
obvious.
That's out of my hands.
Yeah.
And I'm glad
So-
that our audience has gotten to know you a little
a
bit.
little
Yeah,
bit,
absolutely,
yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
So
Of
you're a
course.
mellower guy than I would have thought.
Absolutely.
This is, of course, Chris the Bagel guy who, last, 4 days
What's that?
that you've been Chris the Bagel guy?
Oh, yeah. Roughly 4
yeah,
days.
I think this is the 5th. I mean, it's been nothing but
No more than
nonstop.
5. Yeah, it's probably 5
Day
at the top. Yeah.
Nonstop fame
Well,
for
it's
you,
just
man.
beginning.
I think
Awesome.
it is. I
Just
think this is just
beginning.
the
And this,
beginning.
well, like I said, we've been living like I've been coming to this marina since '08, and we've been living like this almost every. I have funny audio clips on my phone of this
I can't
old
wait.
Italian guy. They're fucking hysterical.
We'll
This
have
has
to-
been going on for years. We've been living like this every day.
Well, when you come back, bring
we'll
those
have to have
clips
you
with
back.
you. When you come back again with us if you want. And
I gotta talk to somebody because they're on my old phone, and we're kind of putting out the side for personal reasons.
I get that.
Yeah,
I get
but
that.
I'll ask
another
him.
another
I'll ask him.
problem. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll ask him.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Will
yeah.
you come back right before you have that big fixed?
we'll help
the
you
boxing.
promote the boxing.
Oh yeah,
Fight,
I'm gonna.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a real fun.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
help promote the boxing.
I always wanted to be in a real ring and knows what it feels like. The wrestling ring?
Right.
Is it softer, Matt, when you hit it? Or is it
It
a
is
little...
not soft.
No, it's,
it's not
it's concrete
soft.
with a very thin layer over
I
it to
can't
get
wait.
the sound.
I can't wait. Does it have spikes on it like a fucking Chinese bed?
It does. Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. You like that?
Yeah, we're talking about Cactus Jack shit now, man.
Yeah.
I'm a Bob Backlund guy from way back.
Oh my God, yeah. I love when he
Sounds
became
cool.
a psycho. I like when he became a nut.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did get a little bit
I
nutty.
guess we're wrapping it up, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This was great,
thank you
dude.
so much for having me. This is a dream. Thank
You had fun,
so
right?
much.
This is
Oh, yeah,
fantastic.
I love it. Thank you so much.
I can't
This
wait.
is
You have
great, man.
As far as radio goes, you have a home here, Chris.
Well, thank you so much.
You
So
got it.
it's Chris Bagel Boss Morgan on Instagram, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to follow Chris and see what he's up to, I'm sure he'll be posting. Chris Bagel Boss Morgan. And Chris, it was fun talking to you.
Yes, you too, guys.
And what do you?
Absolutely.
You just want a tissue? Oh, okay.
Yeah, my eyes.
All right, you got it. Get that tissue, and
Okay.
thank you, Chris the Bagel Guy.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
See you
Take
again,
care,
buddy.
everybody.
Yes.
Just felt like playing some skee-lo, coincidentally.
Yep, just for a Monday.
I see. Well, welcome back. Yes, that was the Bagel Guy.
Yeah.
We're gonna video up the whole thing, obviously, and you can check our social for
As soon as possible.
photos and clips and all that stuff.
My favorite part, I enjoyed talking to him, was laughing with him watching that.
That really is like I want like a little clip of him laughing at Romeo. Him laughing at Romeo.
He was tickled pink by that guy. He was tickled.
I think next time we obviously need to get Romeo with him, right?
Yeah, I would.
If he can,
my
yeah.
preference
If
would
he
be
can,
yeah.
what do you think he's doing?
Romeo might be busy. I don't know what Stern was doing, or whether fucking maybe Radio Andy has him. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We could be doing Fallon. Who knows?
Yeah, I'll say he was a. I enjoyed talking to Chris. I enjoyed him.
He was great.
Yeah, some of the feedback good. Some people were still not always necessarily fans.
Well, what were they saying?
It's just that he made them angry.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. There is a little bit of hypocrisy to some of his game, I guess, and
But Tef Chipperson makes me laugh. Somebody put Bagel Boss's Chris over my face for a photo we took together, and it fits perfectly.
Yeah, I see. Like somebody here, like this person on Twitter named Victoria. If you scroll down a little bit. Says, what a complete piece of shit. Women need to ask themselves what they did to get their heads shoved through a wall. Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah, I would agree with Victoria.
Yeah, but he's a guy. He's just shooting out these ideas. If you explain that to him, if you talk that through one or two more steps, he'd probably go, "Oh yeah, you're right." he's just firing out.
You say he's a simple guy?
No, I'm saying that he's a guy who's not used to speaking publicly, so he's just saying these first things that come, and like if you took him two steps beyond. Jeremiah Metzger, by the way, doing great things.
Photoshops
with his the Gandhi one is probably my favorite. He also did Pesci.
Yeah. Well, how
about Chris? Maybe in a little white suit
from Fantasy Island. Man,
Jeremiah
man,
is funny.
Well, there he was. That was the man himself, the man behind the anger, the man behind the fit, the bagel guy.
Yeah, and we don't. When he asked if he could do a racial joke, hey, I don't censor what people want to say. If they want to do a joke, they can do whatever they want.
No, probably not the greatest idea in the world. Don't necessarily know if I agree with the sentiment.
Yeah.
But it's his prerogative to say what he wants to say.
Yeah, I don't like to tell people, hey, no, let's watch it. That's not our jobs.
No.
No. But yeah, there were a lot of gem after gem. Edgar Teff said gem after gem, and he's correct.
Yeah. So we had were you, probably not, you don't live in the right area, but New York City lost power.
I heard. I live on the east side.
Yeah. I think like 42nd Street and up.
Yeah. 70,000 people.
70,000 people lost power, and it was for a while. I think it was for like 6 hours or something like that.
Oh, okay, but there's the videos of the lights coming back on and people cheering, so it was that night.
Yeah, I think that power came back on right around midnight.
It's a weird thing when power goes out. The way that happened in that part of Manhattan is probably not as scary because you know it's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
The blackout of 2003 was horrifying because like literally the entire city was down. And you're like, is this after like 12 hours, 15 hours? You're like, is
this forever?
Are we ever going to get power back?
What happened to the hurricane too? It was at
That's
like
right.
2000.
Below 23rd, right?
Yeah.
It was out for days.
Yeah, it was so weird driving down after the hurricane, like driving down in that area.
Pitch black.
I remember because, like, I mean, immediately, even during the day, like I drove down and right at the street, everything changed. All the power goes out. There's no street lights. There's nobody walking around. It's just so eerie and so weird.
Yeah, even that one's also, that was days and days. But you figure if the top half of Manhattan has power, because that one I wasn't affected by either, because that's when I was on 70th and Riverside. So I got kind of lucky there.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if half of Manhattan has power, you would believe that the rest, the power's coming back. We haven't lost power.
Yeah. So my favorite part was learning that Chris likes women who have big tits.
Yeah.
Well,
and his wife was flat-chested. He would get on her about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, after all the anger he's got over women rejecting him because he's short, he divorced his wife because her breasts weren't big enough.
Well, I think that she's got tired of him harping on it. Because I think he would mention it often.
You think
kiss
so?
on the forehead like a child.
Trying to get her to get implants.
Because she has childlike breasts. He'd kiss her on the head. Chris.
Oh, what a guy.
Yep. We'll promote his boxing match, though, when he...
It's fixed.
No, it's not.
Well, Chris said it was.
No, he made a mistake.
You think so?
He just has confidence in the outcome.
He said he didn't want to say what the outcome was, but he knew what it was. Like,
should I say?
Exactly. Like, as in, I do already know.
Yeah.
So he was worried about giving spoilers, not realizing that the spoiler had been given out. He announced that it was fixed.
He was talking about what was taking somebody on a cruise.
His parents. He's going to take his parents on a cruise.
Oh, he whispered that. You weren't supposed to say
Yes,
that.
that's a secret. He whispered.
Troy just said it. Why
well, he
you yelling
whispered
at
it
me?
into a microphone.
He
on the
did
radio.
whisper.
Yeah, did go over there.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, because Jim asked to where.
I have so many favorite parts of that interview.
Yeah,
What's one of your favorite parts?
I mean, you guys have mentioned like my most favorite parts, just the complete lack of awareness about divorcing his wife over what's going on now.
I mean, that's crazy.
Him watching the videos of Julio
That's the best.
and
Romeo.
I'm sorry,
It's
I'm
Jose
sorry.
and Romeo.
Jose and Romeo, yeah.
I thought it was Julio.
No, Jose's got the puppet and Romeo does the dancing.
Yeah, and it says, fuck you. Romeo has the middle. I thought it was the same guy. I didn't
No,
realize.
different guys.
Okay, yeah, a lot of crazy friends.
Different guys.
Yeah, we
Oh.
should get him and Romeo together in here.
We should get all three of them.
And if we could.
Imagine the laughter.
As long as he'll bring the Ernie puppet.
He's got to bring the puppet and improv.
Yeah. Would you like to hear some of Chris the Bagel Guy's comedy songs?
It literally, I almost broke down when he said he didn't have them. Oh, yeah, I really want to hear that.
I want to hear him too.
Yep.
I just want to hear what he's got to offer musically.
Because he wrote him down and he had him in a closet and he didn't. I want to know what happened with the landlady that fucked him over.
You want to know Rob's favorite part?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Every time he couldn't hear Sam, he would lean in towards Sam.
Instead of just using the headphones.
Yeah.
He had headphones on and he was leaning towards that.
Well, he's not media trained.
Yeah, it's just instinct.
No, but you know what? In all seriousness, he was far more comfortable on a microphone than most people put in his position.
And he was also...
He doesn't mind telling his truth.
No.
He was a calmer guy than I thought he would be. Like, he was a nicer guy than I was expecting. Like, he's... he wasn't like just bitter. Like, he was,
I think he was excited about being here.
Excited, regular dude. That's all. Just a
I
regular,
don't know if regular is the right
no,
word.
but meaning like, who's just all of a sudden a guy who's got like anger issues now thrust into the fucking spotlight.
Yeah.
How many views does his first video have? It's over.
Oh, God, millions.
More. I had 18 million last week, so it's probably 25 million.
Yeah, probably.
Probably no. It's probably a lot more than that.
Can we check that? I'm curious. Google it.
I mean,
look it up.
It's also been copied over and over and over again.
Yeah, but can't you still see like the original?
Yeah, if Troy knew where to go, I don't know if you could just Google it.
Why you gotta say that?
Well, no, I'm not saying that as a negative thing. Like, I don't.
But
Troy
I mean,
wouldn't have known to have the link.
You tweeted it last week.
Oh, that's true. If you go to my Twitter, Troy, that's a good point. If you go to my Twitter, you can find the video because I just copied the video
on Wednesday, right? Yeah, it must have been.
Yeah, Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, keep scrolling.
Oh, now.
So much great content.
Yeah.
So much great content.
Scroll.
Look at all the great Not Sam content. There it is.
For stuff.
There, well, I'm doing a lot of stuff.
Oh, look at Jim.
Yeah, I'm very good at guessing possible YouTube increases over a 3-day weekend.
You are. That's always been one of your strong suits.
Yeah. That's my value in entertainment is I'm very good at predicting, once I see the original thing, how many more it will get in a 2.5, 3-day period.
Right. But not until after it started. Like, you can't sit there and predict this video is going to do well.
No, because I'm actually very bad at the other, because the first time I saw this, it had almost no views, and somebody said, how many do you think it will get? I said 400.
Okay. All right. So you're more of the step 2 guy.
Yep.
How many, you're not how many will it get, you're how many more will it get.
Yeah. So he's, 5 foot and definitely, he's angry.
He's an angry guy.
His people specifically told him not to say anything racist.
Forgot.
So when he goes, "It's a joke,"
Alf. And they were like, don't do anything racist. And he was like, man, please do something racist for no reason. I know you haven't asked me to or anything. I just I want to get this off my chest.
We can tell jokes here, right?
Yeah. You knew something bad was coming.
Yeah.
We
we don't censor people. Hey, you can say what you want.
Of course you can tell jokes. That's your prerogative.
Yeah. It's not our place.
Yeah, I think Chris might be looking for love in all the wrong places.
Yeah.
Going to those 90 Day Fiance websites and whatnot.
Yeah.
Going international.
It's hard though because it's tempting because you can get girls way out of your league.
Yeah, well, you have a lot more to offer these girls, right? If they want to get into the country, if they want to better. And when you go out of the country, you can probably describe yourself in the position that you're in a little bit inflated.
Yeah. I have a mobile home.
Right. Right. But it's just the van. Although he seems very happy in the van. So who are we to judge? He's chosen.
He does seem happy.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I didn't appreciate.
What?
I didn't appreciate when we were watching that Ernie video again, how you said that he put the puppet in his living room window.
Well,
that was very uncalled for.
I don't know why. It's his dining room?
Oh, I see. You're worried about which room the window actually was.
Well, he lives in his car. It was in the car window. I don't understand why that's not I don't think that's an issue.
All right. Different opinions.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, we have different opinions, and if you don't agree with mine, fuck you. Because I'm a prophet.
Yeah, and I like that he dug in with the prophet thing too. He didn't.
I'll tell you what I like about Chris. He's leaned into this whole thing.
He's leaned into it. It's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah, he has leaned into this entirely, and he's one of the rare people that do it, especially when it's not the most positive video of all time.
That's right. Well, it could be seen as negative.
Yeah, I would say so.
But he'll be good on Cameo. People will say yell at me on Cameo.
Yeah, he will do well. I've been trying to figure out, speaking of videos.
Happy birthday, you piece of shit!
Piece of shit!
Yeah. Oh, I forgot piece of shit, how mad he got.
He got so mad.
Damn it.
There was a video of Pete Rose that was on Twitter that I saw, and I so desperately want to get the entire context of it because it's just impolite. He's sitting there, and it looks like he's got a line of kids that are playing t-ball in front of him.
Yeah, little boys,
right?
Just having fun with the greatest.
And I guess you get to go up, and Pete Rose is sitting next to the tee, and maybe he gives you a little bit of advice.
Sure.
And you get to you get to hit the ball off the tee next to Pete Rose. So this kid walks up and just see if you can hear Pete Rose's reaction.
Giving hitting advice.
Yeah, giving the hitting advice.
All
right, take a hike. All right, take a hike.
The kid.
That's such a fucking guy baseball player, old school thing to say. Take a hike.
The kid, he walks up, and unfortunately he makes better contact with the tee than the ball.
Not a good ball player.
Not the greatest. He knocks the ball, just kind of rolls onto the floor. And then Pete Rose, okay, take a hike.
The kid hit the tee and the ball limply. Do you think that's how you would have hit it as a boy?
I probably would have spun around all the way without making contact with either the tee or the ball.
Let's see it again.
Yeah.
Pete looks over the shoulder like, what the fuck you bringing me this dud for?
I must have watched this video 9 times last night, right before I went to bed.
Pete's look over his shoulder like he can't believe this kid has been put in front of him to hit.
Yeah, I have no advice for you. Take a hike.
Yeah. Is that what it was? Was he giving hitting advice?
I don't know.
Or?
So, some people wrote that he had $50 bet on this thing, but I was like, that's not true. That's way too much of a Pete Rose gimmick.
Yeah.
To be true. Pete Rose is not gambling on little kids playing t-ball. It's stupid.
Oh, you never know. Gambler or gamble at anything.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, but kids playing t-ball?
Anything.
All right, take a
high
hike.
of gambling. All right, take a hike.
Take a
look
hike.
over the shoulder. Watch the look over the shoulder. He can't believe Like this fucking kid has been put in front of him. He's outraged. He's looking over like who the fuck? He's like one of y'all, his manager. Like, what the fuck you bringing me?
Just great.
Speaking of videos that you watched like multiple times,
yeah.
Did you see the Woody Harrelson video?
I did not.
Many times I saw it.
Watching Wimbledon.
Many times, yes. Woody Harrelson. So I get, Wimbledon is like a lot of sports.
Sure.
Where if you leave, you can't get back to your seat until they're at play again. Or no, until there's a timeout.
So there's a moment of
you
rest,
can't
of a break.
Yeah, you can't go back to your seats while they're in play. So Woody Harrelson is at Wimbledon. He's in one of those celebrity boxes. He's had a couple cocktails. What of it? He's celebrating his life. He's Woody Harrelson after all, licking his lips a little bit, and the guard will not let him back in his seat, and he is just so like his eyes are all over the place. He's sloshed. And just has to kind of lean against the railing while he waits for his seat.
Oh, he's holding a little bit of wine, yeah.
Yeah, and he's got his glass of wine.
It's Woody Harrelson trying to get back in, getting told by the security guard you can't get in until after the time. And he's not happy about it. Get back down there, Woody. He's trying to sneak up and sneak around, look in.
He's moving
He's
slow,
like I'm
huh?
Woody Harrelson.
Maybe he got himself a Pimm's. Hopefully he got a Stella and he could send one our way.
He's not. He's blinking real slowly. Everything is just in slow motion.
Human.
That was Curbed over the weekend.
No.
Yeah.
Like, can we see that?
I don't have the direct link. Oh, actually, I do. If you go to my Twitter, Troy, I retweeted the thread with all the videos, and it's included in that.
I mean, that's perfect.
Yeah.
For a curbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just click
the tweet so you can see the thread.
Click the tweet, and then I think it's the last video. No, scroll back up. Sorry. Scroll right there. Yeah.
Yeah, here it is.
Getting told by the security guard you can't get in until after the time. And he's not happy about it. Get back down there, Woody. He's trying to sneak up and sneak around. Look in.
Just perfect every time.
Maybe he got himself a Pimm's.
It works every single time.
It does.
Every time.
Curb memes and Simpsons memes will always get me.
The first time I ever saw the Curb one was literally with that basketball player. Oh, no, the boxer. The boxer who fucking didn't, when the Mexican dude, the heavy Mexican guy.
Very recently.
That's the first time I saw it, and they show the guy in his head checking out and going back through the airport. That made me laugh. That was when I just started watching the show. That was
Right, so now it's all coming together for you.
very funny.
That's awesome.
I get it. That was really nice.
Yeah, it's funny.
The guy, yeah, he just kind of, I say he quit, but he just lost the title.
Yeah, he got knocked out very quickly to an underdog.
No, was it the 10th round? I thought.
Oh, okay. Well, he still got knocked out to an underdog. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good for Chris. I'm really happy we got him.
What do you mean? Good? What's good for Chris?
The whole thing. This whole renaissance.
Renaissance? When was he big before? What is this the return of?
Well, he had his business, stuff like that.
Yeah. And now he's
Cleaning
happier
business?
than he's been in years.
He wants to host a talk show.
He wants to do what they did in Network.
We should do a...
How would he pick his co-host?
That's what I'm saying. We should do a pilot with Chris
He's
hosting
got
a talk show.
Two really good options.
He could just do a variety show where he uses the entire cast of the guys down at the marina. They sound pretty funny.
Yeah.
He said that's what they do is crack each other up all day.
The fat guy in the Jets jersey.
Yeah.
Fucking Al makes a reluctant appearance.
And then every week they bring somebody like Al on.
Al could be the foil
that Chris yells at.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably going to come across as like
Romeo.
You're trying too hard. You know what I mean? You're doing the thing. You're not even angry anymore.
You think?
Yeah, it doesn't really work if you're making an effort, you know?
Romeo would be the breakout star.
What's that?
Romeo would be the breakout star.
I think so. Although then again, Jose was good too.
With the puppet?
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm Chucky and I don't give a fucky.
You like that?
Yeah. That's the line of that.
He needs props though. Romeo just, He just works. He's
Romeo
just,
just dances
That's
and tries
true.
to take guys' girls.
He's like,
makes
suck
fart
it,
noises.
suck it.
Yeah.
My favorite part of that is Chris's face, like, oh, fuck.
Like you've never seen anything that's crazy.
Yeah, the way Henry Hill was laughing. Oh, he can't believe it. You're gonna take that shit. He did a pretty good impression of the Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
I wanted to see more impressions.
I did a great Joe Pesci.
Mm-hmm. We should have had him do more.
I think that's all he did.
No, he did more. Because I asked him about so-and-so. He goes, that's one of the few I don't do.
One of the few.
Didn't he say that? That's one of the few
Maybe.
I don't do.
Maybe. But he also might have been being a little braggadocious.
He might have been.
It's possible.
So who do we have tomorrow?
Tomorrow,
We're not gonna top this.
Tomorrow's a busy show.
Nice.
Tomorrow's Marina Franklin.
Okay. Oh, Marina's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Rich Voss and Ricky Gervais.
Oh, great.
It's going to be fun.
Not as good as Chris the Bagel Guy.
No.
Yeah.
Why was he so loud? Ricky.
Well, it's going to be a busy show, and it was a fun one today.
Yes,
it's going to be
was.
a good week.
The 27th, I'll be with the show. We're going to be up there broadcasting. You can catch my show the 27th in Montreal. And then August 9, 10, I'm going to be in Columbus in the Funny Bone. And then the 16th, 17th, Magoobies at Baltimore.
Yeah, if you want to see us live in Montreal at the Montreal Comedy Festival, then hit us up via email, jimandsamshow@gmail.com. We're going to be doing radio shows on July 24th and 25th from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So check us out. It's going to be great. All right?
And later today, the video will be up on YouTube, and you can just watch the interview.
It's going to be awesome. The whole thing, not
Every
5 minutes
moment
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Goodbye.
We'll be back with more Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Faction Talk, Sirius XM 103 is the home of Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Mornings.
Pecan tart. That sounds like my nickname in high school.
So clever.
Cavino and Rich at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Are you serious? Yes, and that's the truth, brother.
Bennington at 2.
I can live like a vampire easily.
The Jason Ellis Show every day at 5 p.m.
Being unprofessional is my profession.
Sometimes I feel like I'm about to say something